Welcome back to the land of Barovia, my friends. How have you been?
Good.
Good. It's hot outside. Well, not today, but
muggy.
Very hot. I will give inspiration to anyone that can give a recap of the last session.
All right, last session.
I feel like doing it.
I'll do it. Last session, in Barovia, we found ourselves ambushed by a bunch of Vistani who mistakenly thought that we were prey and not predators. And so they tried to attack us, and we took them all out and took 2 of them that were unconscious and traveled back using 2 or 3 castings of plant growth to keep wolves off our butts. And we took them back into the tower at the lake, and we were preparing to wake them up and interrogate them.
Sounds about right. You receive a point of inspiration. Did you mention that you dropped off the wine in Valaki?
No, we didn't.
We did that before.
You did that
You mentioned before.
Gotcha.
No, wait.
Wait,
Yeah, we did.
no, wait.
That was all in the same session.
That was last session.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did do it.
I should know this considering I just listened to the last session.
Oh, did you? Nice.
It's not me. It is my responsibility.
Oh, I have a fully terraformed magic resistance.
That is correct. Also, does anyone remember the name of the guy that was killed? The assassin.
The one guy we killed so many people.
Dominic?
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 One
No! Dominic! Or something like that? I
Does that
can't
sound right?
remember. Something like that? Or Dimitri! The name was Dimitri.
Okay. Yeah, because we lost the audio on that one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was just in the middle of the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we lost part of the battle.
One of the guys we captured was one of the ones who was like going all out after Dimitri died.
Yeah.
He was the one who yelled. Yeah.
One of the big brutish ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do these 2 prisoners look like that we have tied up in the tower?
One is a very large and brutish man, and they both have received numerous wounds from your fight.
Oh yeah.
The other is a little more spry. I believe he was one of the crossbowmen.
What did we do to the guy who yelled? He got like eaten by a toad. He got
Yeah.
nommed on. He got
It was not
he was,
pleasant.
no. We burned him a little bit. I think we struck him with lightning at one point. He got nommed on by a toad. That guy had a really bad
Yeah,
day.
it was
He
not
was stuck
good.
between a toad and a flaming spear.
That's what it was, yes.
Your prisoners are almost certainly traumatized
Yeah.
by what they experienced.
Join the club, fellas.
Well,
Yep.
This place sucks.
yeah, it's like, well, we've had our fair share.
Yeah, there was also a mysterious encounter with a particular individual in the dead of darkness. As you all were running back, you heard,
Don't get
complacent.
you heard a voice.
Don't get complacent.
Is that what it said?
Was this the voice of Strahd? Do you recognize?
Yes.
Is it Strahd doing a funny accent?
Don't get complacent now.
It's like, I'm the voice of the woods.
I speak for the trees.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Anyway, you all find yourselves in the cozy upper room of the tower. The suit of armor standing there watching over you all as you rest or do whatever it is that you do.
Well, last time we left off, we were going to talk to these 2 with my knowledge of Torm to make them tell the truth.
Sounds like a good plan. It's been a while since I had a good old-fashioned interrogation. I don't know how Torm does it, but
Just remember, magic will not work here.
We have to do it outside the tower. Right on the doorstep.
I'm like, my uncles, I'm like, we don't necessarily need magic.
And a question for you, Will. Are we still allowed to be shaven here?
Are you going to try and find out?
I turned into a wolf.
You cannot.
Okay. Okay.
It appears that you are no longer allowed to do what you were once allowed
Yes,
to
we
do.
weren't supposed to.
Nope.
If I try to if I use a divine sense, do I feel that divine sense? Like, does it happen?
Would you know if it would work if
yes.
it didn't?
I mean, yeah, because I
detect
can
anything?
detect if. So basically, I can detect undead, celestial fiend, consecrated or desecrated object or place. I mean, I guess if none of that
Does
was
it say
there,
you can magically detect it?
That is the question.
I guess basically the thing about it is like
You think it's magic. You think it's not magic what you're able to do.
so.
You are a magician, Barden.
What? Wait, am I learning
You realize.
that my divine sense is actually magic?
You're a wizard.
Yes.
Guys,
Is at this moment.
Mind freak.
Guys, I didn't know I was doing magic this whole time, but apparently I can't do my magic either.
I
I mean,
mean,
you just move your hands. It would.
What do you
nothing
mean?
came out of it.
Imagination.
you
that still works.
heal us
Yeah.
all the time. What do you mean?
Well, I just learn from Torm, and I just do that. I just do what I learned from Torm.
Everything you've done is magic. Even when you hit things, you use magic sometimes.
Well, I just called Torm. I want to blow this thing up, and then I mean that's what I say in my head, and then I get a big burst of energy, and it blows them up.
And it does it.
I can relate. I actually have a similar situation going on where I kind of ask favors, and I'm like, Tessitura, I want to blow things up, and then sometimes it's cool.
What's a tesseract? Tesseract.
Tessitura is someone who has invested in me, and still kind of figuring out exactly what that means. But
Does anyone recognize the name?
Tessitura, do I recognize the name?
You can roll a religion check.
Wow.
Also, for the record, there is an infinity stone in the Ember Temple
Wait, what?
on the Tesseract.
3!
10.
I know
I
that.
got 18.
7 with my proficiency.
So probably no. And what was yours?
18?
18? Might know something? Does he recognize the name?
yeah, Tessitura is kind of like a lesser, not as well known, but you may have heard of her. But probably not much lore in the public eye. You just know that it's a celestial being.
You know that much, yeah. It's a
Alright.
celestial being.
Can the Terracnid, Tessituracker,
I'm really impressed by how much you're mispronouncing that.
can she help us fight Strahd?
Well, she has been helping keep me alive since I showed up here and have been running from horrible scarecrow beasts and wolves all day, so.
But can she help us against Strahd? You're helping
Yeah, she almost let me die in a blizzard one time just for funsies, so I wouldn't really.
us. So no.
I don't know, I wouldn't really count on her.
Are you sure that wasn't a test? You're still here.
I'm pretty sure it was a test, but it was pretty fucked up all the same.
Good job. You get clapped on the back by a big hand.
Thanks. Yeah.
Cold doesn't affect me.
That sounds great. But
I like being in snow.
Didn't you say you grew up in the mountains?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool. Bullshit doesn't affect me. Raised in the city.
Alright. Should we wake one up?
I was gonna say, question, did you restrain these guys? What did you do with them?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
They are hung from the ceiling by their feet. And
Whoa.
hands.
Also,
And hands.
No.
From
How'd you
the
do that?
rafters?
Yeah, by
From
their...
from the extremely precarious looking rafters?
Ones
No.
above us?
We just...
Yes.
Don't they look
Tied
strange?
them up.
They
Yeah.
look like you are surprised, and I've said this before, you are surprised that they managed to hold this tower up.
Oh.
Because they are
We
fucked
put
up.
them near the chest.
Yeah, we tie them up and set them down.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it smells like rosemary.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It wasn't rosemary, what was it? It was lavender.
Lavender, thank
Yeah.
you.
I think we tie around their chests, tie their hands behind their back, tie their feet up, and then have them sitting or kneeling.
Why didn't we do this earlier?
Were they
I think we
unconscious,
did
or
it.
were we just
No, we did. We tied them up. No,
Okay.
we totally did.
Okay.
I'm like, we just lugged around these unconscious
Totally
dudes
tied
while
them
being
up.
Yeah, no,
chased
you
by
totally
wolves.
did, that's fine.
We could have.
And the beefier of them coughs away. You hear that through the gag. I'm assuming you have a gag on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Definitely gagged him.
yeah, my cock probably gagged him.
Probably.
Does that.
Should we take the
Negative
thing
one
off his
inspiration.
mouth? Maybe he
Yes.
wants to talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna yank the gag down around his neck so he can make some sounds.
I'll lean in real close to him from the side and sniff by his ear just to freak him out a little bit, just to give him a little, just to intimidate him a little bit.
Not gonna lick him though.
You
No,
won.
just with my big bone nose ring.
Finish me off, you assholes.
No.
I think you have a higher purpose to serve than that, dear friend. Sorry to say, but your adventure's not over quite yet.
Why did you try to attack us?
We all have our purpose to serve.
Indeed, and yours apparently is waylaying well-meaning travelers in search of a sip of wine, unless you care to enlighten us as to why we were really ambushed. And if you seem to be lacking in motivation, I'm sure between the group of us we can come up with some for you.
You killed my love. There's nothing you can do to me worse. Closes his eyes.
You shouldn't have attacked us.
When he closes his eyes, I want to use Mask of Many Faces to turn into Dimitri.
You
Oh,
can't
damn
do
it.
that.
That
Nothing
would've been-
happens.
That would have been great though.
Dang it.
It doesn't work.
I was gonna fuck with
So
it.
this is what I'm gonna do. I can fuck with him. I'm gonna close it. He closes his eyes. I'm gonna lift my didgeridoo up real close to his ear.
As quietly as possible.
As quietly as possible. And then give you a look. And I'll just play it into his ear.
Just as loud as possible.
Yeah, just for like a couple seconds. Just to give him like a... Just to give him like a there's always worse,
Just to
dude.
discover. Just to discover.
That is a new form of torture.
Teacher a detour.
Yes.
actually
And
really-
the other guy wakes up and he just starts doing.
I'm gonna stop and pull it away. And I give you a nod, like, resume.
Right. Yeah, I think.
And the other guy's starting to look around wildly.
It's okay.
Um,
I'm gonna take the gag off of that other guy too. Just to be tough.
Cool. I'm gonna kneel down next to the other guy and say, well, it sounds like your big friend here has nothing left to live for in this life, and as such, maybe the wolves have a little extra to live for in their life tonight. But you strike me as a man with greater purpose, and I'd love to help you along your path to maybe seeing another sunrise here. So let me know how I can do that for you, friend.
And which one are you talking to?
The smaller guy.
The smaller guy.
The one that I woke up with the didgeridoo.
And the guy goes, why does it smell like lavender?
Oh, we'll show you soon. Don't worry.
That's your first question.
There's a
What
head
is
in the
this place?
box.
Oh, come on, Fenris.
He doesn't know what that means.
He,
Out of character.
he is looking around wildly. And
Lavender and a head in the box.
the larger man appears
Oh.
resigned to his fate.
Who's bewildered?
Well, anyone else have questions for this lovely pair?
Who hired you, and why was it Strahd?
I always think that Mike he is the talker. He knows exactly what to say.
You guys were hired by Strahd? I thought they just wanted wine.
And the man looks up and looks you right in the eyes, Mike. And he gives a small smile and nods. And he says, yes, it is best to follow orders around here. There's a song that we Vistani know. I'd be happy to play it for you if you release my hands. And if you have an instrument. Looks around.
I mean,
Play the skin flute.
Does one of you have an instrument? And he almost looks a little disappointed as he looks around.
I mean,
Because none of you have an instrument.
I do.
he's got a
He just
big.
has a
Besides the
didgeridoo.
didgeridoo.
Yeah.
I hold it out to him, like, you don't even need your hands. I'll just hold it here for you.
You know how to play that thing?
I do, yes.
No, really play.
Maybe give him a little demonstration for us.
You know the magic of music.
Can I insight check him?
Do I know the magic of music?
Oh, I think we passed
know
that
one.
shop in Barovia, yeah.
I know one who does.
He looks around and he says, What kind of adventuring party doesn't have a bard?
I've actually got a mandolin on my person
Do you?
that I'll pull out and I'll play like the opening riff to Stairway to Heaven, and then and be like, I'm really out of practice.
You mean stairway to the astral plane?
Right.
Yeah.
Stairway to the upper planes.
And then the younger man says, "Hey," and he somehow, despite being bound, points, and there's a sign that you didn't notice up on the wall. It says "No Stairway."
No.
This tower is anti-magic and anti-stairway. That's why they have an elevator.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm actually a big fan of a cappella music, and I would be thrilled if you could perform this song in your current position. Oral tradition is very rich in some cultures, they say.
He says, "Well, I'll have no tune. Unless you can play along with that thing."
Well, sure.
And he goes,
This is like music I've never heard before. It's very,
and you
very
play
new.
Strange.
as he
Yes, new.
doesn't even really attempt to sing. He says, "When the land comes to deal, you take the gold or the steel, the coin or the fame. I'd call that a bargain." I didn't write it. And then he just looks down. That's all he says.
Bargain.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He says, "Please, what will it take for you to release me from this hell?"
Why did you attack us?
He, opens his neck to you. Like he wants you to kill him.
Yeah, well,
You know what happens when you die here?
It's not good. You want to die here.
I've got some repeat customers who are not huge fans. Sounds like not something you want to interact with.
I can tell you what happens.
He died.
I can tell you. And
Just to make that clear, he died.
It's
empty.
I walk up to him in an intimidating way. And I say, I can tell you what happens when you die here.
Do you bend over? Because
Yes, I bend
that's
down.
all?
Yeah, I bend down. And I said, and my knee is still taller. And I say, when you die here, your soul finds no rest. Your soul is trapped in an endless void of other lost souls. Nobody to keep you company. Nowhere to go.
His eyes almost start to go wide for a moment. Roll a charisma intimidation check.
Yep. 17 plus 6, 23.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
He stares wide-eyed at you for a moment, and then he looks around and he says, "Don't you know, we're not like the rest here."
I've heard
Y'all can make an insight check.
Not good enough.
19.
No.
3.
23.
13.
Okay, he says that and he continues,
Just gotta.
and he
just gotta
says,
got one of the threes.
"When we die, we are free of this place. That is why this is our home, despite us having none." But you two, Boris and Farden, you're not sure if he believes himself as he is saying those words.
So,
If it is, have you ever left?
Yes, of course. We are all free to leave.
Could you get us out?
Could you get us out?
Could you get us out?
You will be allowed to live.
No.
Have you ever tried someone not like your kind?
No.
Well, that's racist.
how do you know that it can't be done?
As I said, we are special.
Sounds like a nice, easy, quick way out of this nightmare if we were to kill you. Unfortunately, There are many steps leading to that eventuality with which we could stop short.
We need help locating something.
If you want a way out, I believe there is a way, but I do not know it. You may wish to speak with Luvash.
How do you spell that?
Luvash.
Who is Luvash?
He is one of ours. He is a leader of our camp. He is the one with the power. I believe he has a way to escape this land.
Where does this Luvash reside?
We have a camp to the southwest of Valaki.
Is that the same direction as the one that we saw with the madam?
No.
No.
Or-
She's east. Close to Barovia.
And a Vistani camp to the southwest of Valaki has been mentioned before
7 times.
by Alana, the assassin.
Ilana?
Alana,
Who's that?
the strong one that you guys murdered. The woman.
She's dead.
Yes.
She is dead.
She was probably eaten by wolves last night. Her body.
Something tells me they
No,
were friendly.
I think you gave them a funeral service, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I did
You
ceremony.
did ceremony.
Yeah, I
That's right.
buried them and did ceremony.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right.
While we took the wine.
Well, friend, Luvash seems may indeed be helpful to us. However, there still may be some of the things you can shed light on. Particular Amber Temple is something we seek. Have you any knowledge of this place?
He stares at you, and it's immediately clear that he has no idea what you're talking about.
I look at the guy that's kind of like the big guy.
Mm-hmm. It's him.
That's who's talking?
Is it?
I thought you
No.
the small guy was talking.
No, we were talking
Small guy,
small
because the big guy shut down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, big guy shut down. We're
Yeah, it's
talking
fine.
small guy.
I'm gonna get close to his ear and say, "Do you know where the Amber Temple is?"
He just shakes his head very quickly. No.
Do I think that was a reaction of like? Do I believe that he doesn't actually know where it is?
You can definitely tell that he's shaking his head in such a manner because he is terrified, but you may also make a wisdom insight check.
That's another 3.
Damn.
Switch d20s.
Yeah, you can any conclusion you wish you can draw from that.
Cool.
It's okay. I rolled 2 different dice and rolled 3 both times, so it's.
Got some cursed Barovia dice here.
I after thinking for a moment, I approach him and I say, the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, are you sure that you would be free if you died, that your soul would be free? I mean, who told you that?
Was it Strahd?
Was it the demon himself? Was it... Did he seem to be someone to be trusted?
Very few are to be trusted around here.
So why would you trust him?
We Vistani are special. You come and go. We are not bound by this place.
How does one
Why would you think
become-
I would be bound?
Have you ever left?
This is not this.
Specifically him. Has he ever left?
Has who ever left?
The small
The
guy.
guy we're talking to.
Is this a different person than you asked this question to before?
No, I thought we had asked.
Did we ask the small guy?
Yeah, we did.
Did he say no?
He said no.
Oh, we asked the big guy. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought we asked the
Small
big guy
guy.
too.
Yeah,
Should I
that's,
just
yeah. I
kill
thought
one?
we
I
asked
was
the big guy.
confused.
Should I just go one so we only know which one?
Or like knock one
Let's
out.
just.
I
The
can-
big guy is non-existent. He shut down. He's on the side.
The small guy, yes. The big guy is telling you to kill him.
Yes.
Oh, that was the big guy who said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sad because
I just-
tree's gone.
I just start tending to his wounds.
And the small guy says, "Please let me go. I was only following orders."
So,
Do you know who knows where the Amber Temple is? Have you ever heard of the Amber Temple?
Has he ever heard of the Amber Temple? if I have not well. There are some in our camp that may know more. They're older. The Dusk Elves.
The Dusk Elves.
Yes, and Tyr would be in the room at about this moment, wouldn't he? And Tyr would know and would say that, so there is a camp to the southwest of Valaki that has Vistani in it, and in that camp is a group of elves that look much like Rahadin. The ashen skin.
Oh, they don't have to deal with sunlight sensitivity here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dusk Elves are not necessarily.
It was an out of character thing, yeah.
This,
And you all know about Drow. You've never heard of Drow referred to as Dusk Elves.
this camp to the southwest of Valaki, where Luvash and so many other persons of interest seem to lay. Other defenses, patrols. Are there ways one might approach this camp without being seen through the surrounding geography?
Will we need to?
He says there are guards, but most of us are out looking for Arabelle at any one time.
Maybe we could gain their favor if we find this Arabelle.
Are we despised amongst the Vistani in general due to these orders, or is this an isolated?
This is an isolated attack. We have had positive dealings with the Vistani before.
It's a different group. But yes.
Alana told us that you were the ones that took her.
Arabelle.
Alright, this is the first I even really heard about her. For the most part.
Have we met Alana?
She was the.
We killed her. Yeah.
Oh, she said that we were the ones that took her?
You spoke to her.
Yes.
That was the one. She was the one who asked for wine, right?
Yeah.
Before. Yeah.
So
She was their leader.
She thought I was lying about that, not about the wine.
Interesting.
Well,
That's
we
what he tells you.
We all saw how that road treated her, didn't we?
It was also a lie.
Where is the last place that you, your group, heard that Arabelle was besides that girl Alana saying that it was us?
So the last time she was seen, she was in the camp. It was a boy named Alexei, supposed to be watching over her.
In the camp?
Mm-hmm.
Is Alexei still around?
Oh yes, Luvash has him.
Is he being held?
That's one way to put it.
So,
Arabelle is Luvash's daughter.
so you don't know where Arabelle is at all besides that she was gone and Alexei was the last to see her.
We were out looking for her.
When did this happen?
Going on a week ago.
I think we should help find Arabelle.
I do too.
Not only because it's the right thing to do, but maybe we could become friends with Luvash then.
But children that have been missing for a week are long gone.
How do you know?
There are wolves everywhere. She left the camp, she's gone.
Lips kind of closing his eyes and seeming to meditate on something for a little bit, and then opens them.
Children that stray are eaten.
There might still be hope. Even in this land of darkness, I sense that a spear of light can sometimes pierce the circumstance. I too think that we should search for this girl.
And give the Vistani less credit than they deserve. They've lived here much longer than any of us have. There's
We
a chance
all-
they could survive.
Always search anyways.
Boris, what do you think? You are the wisest of us.
I believe that Luvash and the Dusk Elves are one of the paths to the Amber Temple. They may not be the only path.
We never got
However-
to speak to I did not expect it, however. That's why I stopped. Sorry.
However, a lost girl seems like someone that needs help. And if the Vistani are simply wandering the roads, assuming travelers are responsible, then I don't think they will find her.
They never will.
You there, talking to the small man tied up. Where's the last place you would expect this girl to be? Where have the Vistani failed to spend their efforts? Are there any places that seem so safe or so remote they have not been checked?
And he almost takes on like a small sort of, maybe like astounded smile, or maybe like he's surprised he didn't think about this before, and he looks and he says, "The Vistani are not allowed in Vallaki."
We need to go.
Sounds like you have a few things in common with us.
We can find a way in.
We can.
I think that there are many ways that we could even.
Yeah, and
walk
you
into
remember
Vallaki.
at one point there was a Vistani at the gates of Vallaki, shouting to be allowed in to look for Arabelle. Yeah.
Specifically, you two would have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Tyr was there as well.
Tyr.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sometimes it is the place we expect least where we find our lost treasures.
Well, I think we know what we need to do.
If we were to set you free, and I don't mean in the spiritual, corporeal sense towards the upper planes, would you swear to clear our name to any similar hunting bands that may be after us? Can we expect any good to come from your free will and continued drawing of breath? Or should we feed the wildlife?
Forgive us for our hostilities. These are hostile lands.
And you attacked us.
We were
The younger
really
man,
defending ourselves.
the younger man says, "If you let me go, the only thing I can promise is that I will go back and relay you what has happened."
Can you get him home? And I just point
The big guy.
to the big guy.
Yes. And the larger man is like, "No, kill me. Kill me now. I'm ready." And he's like, "No, come on, Ivan. It's not your time."
I stop and I'm like, one last question for you. Don't hold this against us. We simply found it this way. I reach over and I open the chest and I pull the head out. I'm like, do you recognize this person?
Do you recognize this
They're
man?
just like, "Oh, what the hell?" It's like, "Oh, you sick bastards."
It wasn't our doing. Do you recognize
The
this man?
Airbnb was like this when I checked in.
Yeah. Review.
It's like, "Oh,
There was strangely a severed head in the
Well, what the
chest.
hell?
But it smelled okay.
Not sure why.
4 stars.
Yeah,
It
4
smelled
stars.
okay. Otherwise, real safe place.
Yeah.
Didn't smell bad. so-
Yeah. Actually smelled quite nice.
Mhm. Like lavender.
Elevator's a little shaky.
Yep.
Maybe the repairman.
3.5.
It's quaint.
Remote.
It's quaint and remote, yes. Yes. You have to do a stupid dance to get inside.
Yeah.
Or they
I find it
roll
folksy and homey.
It's a universal key.
Yeah.
I
Not
do this-
partial to the
I do
disabled.
this at every door I come across.
It is not great against criminals because it literally has instructions on how to open
How to
the door.
open the door,
Open
yes.
the door.
Yeah. You just have to not be embarrassed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The younger man says, "No." So what the hell?
We found it this way on purpose.
Not saying we assume that you all know each other. I'm sure that. Never mind.
He's looking around
I
a little.
made that assumption.
He's looking around a little, losing his shit, and he starts to grab his big friend and like drag him over towards like the elevator.
He's tied up.
Oh yeah.
Hands
Yeah, we-
available?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't
Yeah,
even
we-
untied him
He
yet.
does. Well, he does. He's
He's like nudging him.
yeah. He's like reaching over with his arms that are behind his back.
You're not going to attack us if we untie you, are you?
It's like, is that a real question?
No.
Well.
I start to untie him.
Well, let's ask Ivan here. He seems more eager to meet his maker, as it were. Ivan, I know you're eager to be reacquainted with Dominic on the other side, but I trust.
He stares at you with.
I promise you, if you find hostility against us, you will be a long time in dying, and we will not make it enjoyable. So better to scamper off into the woods, I think.
I think I just hit him in the head with this mace.
I
don't think we torture him.
Oh well, I've got all these skills that I haven't. Never mind. It's okay. It's been a while. And I like look down at my kind of the newer changed part of my tattoos. I'm just like.
What
I don't understand.
we were just travelers. We were defending ourselves, and we want to help your village. We want to help find Arabelle. What would Dimitri want? What do you want us to help find? Would he want Arabelle to be found?
Ivan looks right up at you and he says, "I know what he would want. Now untie us."
Well, that seems like a loaded answer, but okay.
Could you be more specific?
Fenris is eyeing you. Just like, who leads it? Are you a criminal?
But it's okay, I'm nice now.
Huh. He just takes a step back.
I'm like, it's okay, Fenris, criminals can change. I was almost put in jail for murder.
Big smile.
Me too.
See, we've all murdered lots of people together.
Like second chances are a theme here, and on that note...
I just set the animals free.
Yeah, let's set these animals free, guys.
I've always followed Torm's guidance to goodness.
Alright, guys, well, you can't know the way into our hideout, so. Sorry.
Blindfold?
Blindfold.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Actually, you probably don't want to leave in the dark.
Yeah, we should probably wait till the day.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep here tonight,
Yeah.
tied up, unless you promise you're not going to attack us.
I think we should tie them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll try to escape.
Instead of
I think we should just disarm them and take turns watching over them.
Already disarmed.
Yeah.
Oh, like take a watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
And then the young man says, "Oh no, Dick, move. Let us go. We'll make it back fine."
We'll make it back in the dark
It's not safe. We were chased by wolves the whole way here while you were unconscious. Nothing is safe here.
And the young man just says, "The wolves do not bother us."
do I believe him?
Yeah, exactly.
You can make an.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait, is he bullshitting?
believe
I got an
100%.
18.
17.
0.
25.
He doesn't appear to be lying, as far as you can tell.
Do you
Now
mean
that
they
is
just don't?
Unfair.
Are you guys allied with the wolves?
I mean, relationships are complicated around here. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Facebook status. It's complicated.
Wait.
Well,
I don't want to ask.
these boys seem genuinely unconcerned about a hairy, toothy death, and I'm inclined to let them choose their own path.
Are you guys werewolves?
I was thinking the same thing. It's a very painful transition, right?
Oh yeah, he was.
It hurts a lot.
Wait, Mike, should we tell
Oh yeah.
him?
On that note, Mike, you start to feel a little itchy on your neck,
It's very painful.
and you notice all the stubble that's been growing.
My hair's growing back?
In your time here, yes. It's starting to grow back.
In the day,
You can feel it.
He's got werebrows.
Wow. So do I
Sorry.
actually think that means something?
You look like a chia pet almost. Your hair's growing slightly
It's
faster.
just a fun.
Slightly faster. Than
Does that act? Do
Wait,
I
wait,
actually
wait.
think that means something?
when did that
It
happen?
was like yesterday.
It was yesterday. It was literally 24 hours
Was
ago.
it 24 hours
It
ago?
was like a little bit less than
About a
24
day.
hours
Yeah,
ago.
about a day.
You can make
Actually,
you can make an
a little more.
intelligence check.
Yeah, a little bit more.
I'm terrible at those. I think it's a 6.
A 6? I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably you're going.
You're probably a werewolf, yeah.
And it's
Well,
incredibly painful.
When I ask him that, I kind of have this like searching look in my eyes and look very worried, like you need to help me.
Did I mention what phase the moon it is anytime recently?
Mike, it's
No,
okay. I'll
no.
help you through the.
You don't. Are you able to see the moon at nighttime?
There's a glow. You can barely see.
As a druid, I should totally be aware of the moon.
Yes. Me too.
Does this? I guess there's just there is a moon. There's a sun and a moon.
But we can't. Can we even see it? Because of the clouds. It's always
No,
cloudy.
not
no,
well.
we
Not
can't.
not well.
No.
You can see it glow.
There's a glow.
You
Yeah,
can
so it's
probably
like so
spiritually perceive it.
low. I am not good enough for that.
Anyway, on the matter of these two chuckleheads.
Sure, yeah, let's take 'em out.
Let's take them out. Slap some blindfolds on these fools and
Tell them to walk.
They probably will know where we are.
Also, I'm gonna grab some cloth and get it wet and stuff their
Yeah, I
ears.
think
This place is very clean.
I don't want them to
think
hear
one
the
where-
commands.
One thing we're neglecting right now is they know these woods probably very well.
That's what I'm saying. They probably know where we are.
As soon as they get out of sight, they'll just take the blindfolds off and know exactly where they are.
Exactly where we are.
maybe then in the morning we take them to the trail and then untie their blindfolds. So
I mean, they're gonna know where we're at on the trail. They're gonna know where we
Or
are.
you can just kill him. I mean,
We're not going to kill these
Why
people.
wouldn't-
wait,
would
why
you
don't we
not?
turn them into the Velaki guard as maybe they'll like us if we're like, hey, we have prisoners now.
Well, I thought we were trying to get these guys to clear our name.
I mean, I'd say that's
No,
not,
they're
as,
criminals.
not as high priority as keeping our location secure.
and from
But
what we
again, I don't
know,
think our location
we were just
is secure.
randomly
Other
attacked.
than that, it
So maybe the
shocks
rest of
them
Velaki
when they try
camp
to
don't know
open the
that we're bad.
Right. I mean, unless they just read
So, with all of this
photograph
conversation
images.
going on, Boris is starting to think it's a real good idea to not let them go. And does he notice any inkling from the blood spear?
no, actually.
No.
I mean,
We're not
I-
killing these.
Not from the sphere.
Why don't we just bring
I
them
mean, there
with
could be
us
something coming from
When we visit
inside
the
you
camp.
that reminds you of the sphere.
We're inevitably going to, yeah.
And we need to-
Are we gonna go straight there? I don't want to
Why don't
let
we
these guys
just
around.
go with them to their camp?
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, we're all going to take a field trip tomorrow. For now, sleep tight. Do we have any food to cook?
yeah, let's just keep them in here. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make them a nice meal.
And we'll keep watch.
Oh, we have food to cook. Didn't I buy
We
them?
can untie them, be civil, keep watch, and
I did not buy a bunch of food.
Well, this gets into the question of: are we going to the camp before we begin our search for Arabelle?
well,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, how far away is the camp? Like
How far away is the camp?
if it's a few days, I mean, maybe we should try to.
No,
Southwest.
it's between here and Velaki.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Basically.
Well,
Very
it's on the way.
close.
I would prefer to strike a deal
Sure.
and get more information from the camp
Yeah.
I mean, we just
before just going and
say
blindly
they
looking
attacked
for
us.
Arabelle.
Most of them died
Right. They
because of
might,
Alana.
they might assume that we had Arabelle the whole time if we just show up with her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was
Alrighty.
Alana's relationship with Luvash in the camp? Was she well liked? Were you well liked?
I think we can
Will they even want
find
you
out
back?
there. Of course they'll want him back. They're tribe.
I'm
Haven't you ever been in
Looking
the tribe?
straight at him.
If they don't, then we can just present them for,
Because
whatever.
we're all family. We all like each other, except maybe Luvash does not like Alexei.
Yeah. In the Cleardale.
And he chuckles a little bit to himself.
Well,
Yeah.
boys, I
Like, oh
think
man, he is whipping the shit out of that guy right now.
Just you guys are gonna hang out with
Bare
us
knuckle?
tonight. We'll make you food.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you've earned
Sorry.
you've won
He's
yourself
like, no,
an armed
wait.
escort.
Oh,
Is it all wood
Ooh, that's
floor
real.
on top of this
Is there a stove?
tower? Oh yeah, is there a stove? Yeah.
There is a stove, right? Because that's where all the
Yes.
paper was burned.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Stove in it.
There is a stove. What was the other question?
Dude, I'm so stupid.
Boris is gonna prep some
Is
food.
it wood? I guess it's wood.
Bless you. Boris is gonna prep some food.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna sit
that's
down
for the
on the
meal.
bed and pull out this long scroll thing and just kind of pore over it, and every now and then just glance up at the prisoners.
And you all basically settle in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Take
Is there anyone?
watch.
Is there anyone? Yeah, keeping watch outside.
Outside, and we untie.
Does the
prisoners.
stove? Does the stove have a little arrow slit by it that I can keep an eye on while I cook?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And I'll just watch outside.
Did we agree that we are untying the prisoners while we keep watch throughout the night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so,
good
so
faith.
they're like comfortable.
Sure. We can fuck them up.
How many of us are in this tiny room right now?
It's a really cramped.
It's extremely cramped.
Yeah, I'm sleeping like in a corner,
Yeah, no, we're real cramped.
like in the fetal position. It's like,
Yeah, and as you all begin to settle in,
First floor.
yeah, actually, maybe I should like go sleep on the first floor.
No, I hop on the elevator.
Oh, you
It's
go
like
there, okay.
first floor
Let's keep a lot of bodies up here.
and go down.
Ivan's kind of big.
and Tyr says, actually, that's a good idea. I'll come with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to go down on the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're getting down towards the bottom, and again, it's a shapy journey.
Yep.
As you get down to the first floor, Tyr falls unconscious suddenly.
Oh shit.
Fourth floor.
I'm reading the tour.
I just pick him up.
I thought you were just gonna leave him on there. Just
No,
send him back
I
up.
just pick him up and say fourth floor, and I go right back up.
And again, it's a very chunky journey
Ugh.
up the 4 stories as the clay figures
Uh-huh.
pull on the chains, and there's a great rattling.
Uh-huh.
And it's very awkward. And
Yes.
it takes a long time.
It's like, no, we get all the way to the bottom, and then it's just, shit, okay.
And it comes back up, and you see Fenris holding,
Did he fall asleep?
and again unconscious
Yes,
here.
he passed out again in much the same way. He just fell over.
Huh.
It made a little sound when it happened.
You gonna?
Uh,
Do we have room up here?
I
Should I just
I
give him a bed downstairs?
I lay him down on the bed. On the bed.
I don't think he should be downstairs if he's unconscious.
Well, I'm gonna be down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Up here is safer.
First
for
floor.
an unconscious person.
And begin to go down. And what have you done with the prisoners at this point?
They're hanging out with us.
They're
Okay.
all down the first.
You have them just like
On the 4th floor. with
untied,
us.
just hanging out with you,
Yeah.
giving them.
I'm asking him about his family, about like his favorite pastime, about what food they make.
Yeah,
And
they're
if
not.
he's
They're not.
been
They're not really talking too much. They're just kind of looking around, taking stock of the situation. And so you're going down, and you see Fenris and, well, I guess just Fenris at this point, go down the elevator shaft, and then, what is his name? Ivan stands up and attempts to make a run.
Which
for-
one's Ivan and why must I kill him?
Ivan is
He's the one
Ivan
who's
is the
the
big
big
one,
guy.
I'm the big guy.
and he is now making a move for the shaft. If you guys want to
jump
stop
down
him,
the
To jump
you
down
guys
the
can
shaft and
stop
die,
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
He's
I'm just
trying
gonna
to
turn
kill
If you
around
want
and
to roll
watch.
some initiative,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn around and watch as he jumps down the chute.
God, I'm at the bottom of the shaft. What if he fucking lands on
You're
me?
at
I
the
take that fall damage.
Nat 20.
I rolled a 1.
I got a 22.
okay,
1.
one.
Save me from death.
Very much.
Alright.
I'm on.
You don't, yeah, you don't get to roll.
No, I don't get
I
to
got a
roll.
19.
19.
I'm just like, no, save me, please.
So the three of you are able to act before him. Who is first? You go first. It
Um,
looks like he's making a move for the shaft, in a manner of speaking.
Wait, I thought you were first because you were 22.
Or 22?
yeah, that's first.
Yeah, you're first.
Because I rolled a nat 20.
I'm gonna try and trip him with my quarterstaff
Okay.
before he gets to the shaft.
Trip him into the shaft.
Not into the shaft before he gets there.
Okay, that's a. What is it? An athletics check?
It's a shove action, yeah.
Shove action?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm super not good at those. That's a flat 6.
Yeah, he shrugs you off effortlessly, shoulder checks you.
His shoulder check. He's a big
He's
dude.
going past.
Yep,
Who's
he's
next?
just
Boris.
I am next. And I can't cast any spells.
negative.
I'm gonna hit him with the spear and knock him out.
Okay.
I'm also gonna get in his way
He does have 1 health, yes.
and then smack him with the spear. And he's not wearing armor, is he?
He would still be
19,
he would be wearing
19,
he would be
that's
wearing the
still-
same
yeah,
armor.
that's
That's a hit.
That's more than 19.
Okay.
Mhm.
And is this a knockout with the spear? Not a kill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't just like kill this guy's
No.
compadre and then just be like,
Anyway, what
So
do you
he's,
like for
he's
dinner?
yeah, he
Yeah.
starts to run and Ivan says, Dimitri, I'm coming, and then you just knock him out with your spear somehow.
Go to sleep, Ivan.
Do you hook the leg and does he like flip over and hit his head?
no,
Or just block him in the
I
head.
move
You
over,
just bonk
I
him.
move over in front of him and just take it like this and whack right in the.
Bonk, and the big man falls.
Just much like
Boom.
that sound when
Like
a
a snare.
coconut in a cartoon lands on someone's head.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And as my pa and ma used to say, you're in timeout, and I start tying.
Time out indeed.
I'm not there to ask that if your grandmother tied you up while you were in timeout.
You never know.
You never know. I'm not there
This
to
guy
ask.
seemed the worst.
You will never know.
Yeah.
And so I'm tying up that guy.
Okay, you all settle in for the night.
Mm.
You
Real this time.
hear the howling of wolves outside. Who's on first watch?
I mean, I'm downstairs peeking out the door.
I'll watch upstairs first.
There's no window. You have the
I
door
open the
open.
door and I'm just peeking out the door.
To work. I'm upstairs on first
Just
watch.
watching things outside.
I'm watching the prisoners.
I mean, I can just close the door.
Okay, so are you on first watch?
Yeah,
or am I on
what's
first
the
watch?
order?
I volunteer unless you want to go.
Okay, well, go for it. I'll go next.
Second one.
First watch can make a perception check.
11.
There's just the occasional howling of wolf in the forest. Nothing besides that. The water's quiet.
Cool.
Second watch.
Boris, wake up.
Yeah, I got it. 21.
21. You hear the howling of wolves in the forest. Besides that,
You
it's
did better than I
quiet.
did.
Though you do notice towards the end of your, and like this is in the middle of the night, as dawn begins to approach, there is a soft rain that begins to fall.
Okay.
And then what third watch will be what in like the morning time?
I was gonna say, as soon as the sun rises, I would like to wake up
Okay.
and just turn into a wolf and sit out front.
Okay. So you'll all get a long rest successfully.
Yeah.
So little damage.
You are now level 7.
And we will take a short break. But
Definitely not all salaries.
before that, I would like third watch to make a perception check.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
that is a 7.
A 7. Okay.
Because the dice that rolls 15s isn't rolling 15s for some reason. The die that rolls 15s.
Always one word. Always.
That'd be a good name for like a Tabaxi character. Die that rolls 20.
Okay. And we will be right back.
Good name for
Hit this.
It's like, no,
I don't know.
it's like you
Shit.
fucking gamblers. It's like gamblers.
Yeah.
It's time to resume the recording. And we have returned. Welcome.
I don't have a beard.
I hope that you all enjoyed your brief respite from this terrible land. But you are back. And
With a word from our sponsor.
Zach.
yes.
Something?
Thank you for reminding me. We have an exciting announcement here at Pacific NorthQuest. We have acquired a sponsor. A big thanks to this person. We could not do the show without them. I will pass this over to Zach.
Thanks a lot, Will. Today's episode of Pacific NorthQuest is brought to you by Oglo's Steakhouse and Steak Emporium. Eviscerate your enemies without eviscerating your coin purse. Keep your meats bloody and your bloodless nemesis at bay. We are happy to invite you in. Invitation to Oglo is not guaranteed. We reserve the right to refuse service to undead lycanthropes, thrall schools, constructs, and counts. Proof of pulse required.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Proof of pulse.
Yeah, they're a good steakhouse.
Quality steaks,
Yeah.
locally sourced,
Yeah.
sustainable wood.
Good prices, too.
Fresh.
Meat's not right though.
Anyway, in the early dawn light, in the quiet, Fenris, you're keeping watch. And somehow, without you noticing, before you realize it, you see that there is, on the lake, a small rowboat with a person in it. They appear to be holding a simple fishing pole in their hand.
I just
They're
sit
kinda
and
far away.
stare at them and observe.
They are
I don't
sitting-
move. I sit as still as possible.
They are sitting extremely still, slowly drifting across the water. You can make a wisdom perception check.
It is a 4.
You think it's an adult.
Man, my wolf eyes can't see shit.
The,
Well, wouldn't it be advantage since you're keen?
No, that's the thing. It specifically says hearing and smell.
Oh,
it does not say
not
eyesight. In
You don't
my
have your
keen
wolf
senses.
contacts then.
No.
Yeah.
This is your
Unfortunately.
chance to perpetuate the myth of the merwolf
What do they smell like?
Make an intelligence check.
That is much better. That is a 16.
It's a 16.
With a -1.
You've had Vistani on the mind recently, and it's weird. As you're looking upon this person, you remember basically the time that the party spent with Madame Ava at her camp. You just kind of remember everything that happens there. You met the Vistani. They were quite welcoming to you. You drank and made merry. You met with Adam Ava. You received your reading. And I believe on your way out, she also left you with some gifts.
I remember a specific horse.
A gift.
Because I went over to the horses that were at the lake as I was sneaking away to sneak into Madame. I remember a horse I penned while I was there.
Yeah, she did.
And and you think about like whatever happened to those things that she gave you for some reason.
What did she give us? One of them could be useful.
What did she give us? She gave us cards, right?
Irina has one of them,
No, we gave the cards back.
and the cards.
Now, and you're on the bottom floor, yes?
Yes.
I'm sitting actually in front of the door.
Oh, in front of the door.
I'm sitting in
At the
front of the
bottom
door
floor.
as a wolf, not moving at all. I'm just sitting on my haunches. And
Are
just
you
sitting
outside, like where they would see you?
there. Yes.
Okay,
I am sitting in front of the door, with the
Okay.
door slightly ajar behind
Yeah.
me.
that's fine. Do you mention this to anyone else? And if you do you shout it up or do you get on the elevator
He's a
and
wolf.
slowly?
I can't
Oh,
speak
yeah.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm a wolf.
Oh yeah, you're a wolf.
So no, I sit
Did
and
we wake
observe
up yet?
very quietly.
Are we still asleep?
I just watch him. He just looks like a dude fishing. I'm not worried about
Probably, because he's on watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do fishing.
it. I'm observing the man fishing. Is he fishing? He has a pole. Does it look like there's a line?
Yes.
It's actually in the water.
Yes.
He's fishing. I'm gonna let him fish. I'm gonna sit very quietly and let him fish.
And he's moving, he's not moving. He's
No.
extremely still.
He's fishing.
Uncannily still.
He's good at fishing.
I'm gonna let him fish. He's doing the right thing.
Maybe he died fishing.
Maybe he did. I don't know. I can't tell. My perception check sucked. He just looks like a dude who's not
He's
moving.
maybe an adult.
Alright.
Who's
He's either an adult or 3 toddlers in the trash can.
I wouldn't know. I rolled a 4.
They wouldn't be still.
Okay, do you do anything or do you just sit there?
I watch. I
Sit
see
there
if
and watch.
anything changes.
Okay, he's just very slowly drifting across the lake.
He just keeps drifting.
And yes, and he fucking rips the engine on that shit. You just see him. Waves come out of nowhere. And he ramps that
He
river.
just runs runs ashore. Just runs straight to ground.
No, he grinds the wave with his rowboat. It's super sick.
Barovia drift.
Okay.
I would like to very quietly slip into the water.
For this, you would want a dexterity stealth check.
Fucking Christ!
Yes! Yes!
I rolled a 2! Come on, it's a 2 plus 3, it's a 5.
You don't have stealth,
I have proficiency, but I don't get to use my proficiency bonus as a wolf, so I'm just using my dexterity stat. It's pretty stupid.
Here's some of the wolf stats.
Mhm.
Abilities here?
For what stealth?
Oh,
Are you
against
proficient
your
in
mental
stealth?
abilities.
Actually, wait. I am proficient in stealth. I get to use my proficiency, so it's
Yeah.
plus 5, 7. It's not really much better.
7 stealth.
Really not much better.
Not enough. And
No.
as you
It's kind of
plunge,
like last time we did.
and you're just in wolf like dire
I
wolf
did get a
form.
roll last time.
Dire wolf form.
Yes. I was going to slip into the water and then change
Instead he goes,
form. But instead, I rolled so fucking
Like
poorly
belly
that it
flops.
does not matter.
At your leisure, the rest of the party, you can awaken if you wish.
Yeah.
When you hear a splash
Stay
Yeah.
asleep.
in the water.
I definitely awaken and
And-
usually look out the
Awaken.
window.
Same.
Because, like, what the fuck
You
is
slip
that?
into the water. What do you do immediately?
Turn into a seal wolf and swim towards it.
Are you
Under
drop-
the water.
So you're
I dive down like 20 feet under the water,
Good thing you're
holding my breath, and just swim over towards them.
okay. So
And
that's
then I
your.
just look up.
That's
and
your.
I-
Is
I
that your
go-
other? Is that your other wild shape?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, I now have both.
Let me.
It lasts 3 hours, so I really don't.
What's
care that much.
what's the swim speed on that?
Actually, how long has it been since I sat outside? I'd probably have both of them, so I'd probably have one left anyways.
Yeah. So you would have one left
Yeah.
to spend.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I can
yeah,
short rest
yeah,
as a wolf, so it's
yeah,
like,
totally. That's
yeah.
fine. You're just
I have
watching.
one.
So you have one more,
Yeah.
and it's actually kind of interesting because you're swimming towards, and there is. And actually, in that moment, you remember something else.
Is there anything in the water, by the way?
Just very small fish. It's pretty dead. But you remember something that Madame Ava said. A certain prophecy. She mentioned that a certain item, and I don't think you have it on your person at this moment. Maybe you do, but I don't think you need it. That a certain item might help you save a life one day. And it's uncanny that you remember this at the moment. You see something break the surface of the water next to the boat. And there is a
body.
There's a bag of sorts that is slowly sinking.
I'm going to grab it.
What do I see from the window?
When you're looking out, you see disturbances in the water and a man in a rowboat.
Fishing.
Fishing.
Is he for sure an adult?
Yes. An adult man.
I'm gonna call the elevator up. Elevator. 4th floor? Or was it already up?
It was not already up, so you're starting to call it up.
I grab the bag.
You're trying to swim towards it as fast as possible?
Swim towards it as fast as possible. It's a dash action.
Okay, it's a little bit of a distance away. First of all, make me a strength athletics check. And you can do dexterity athletics.
Are you fucking serious? Can I re-roll that if it's dexterity athletics?
No.
Because I rolled a strength athletics. It's a fucking 2.
Yeah.
So that's +3 for my wolf strength. That's funny, that was the different die. I just can't. I don't have shit. I just can't roll over 5. It doesn't matter.
It's okay, dude.
Make a wisdom perception check.
Seal wolf is not a
Part of the character, yeah.
Okay, there we go. I switched dice.
dice
again.
Abomination.
Yes. That, you said perception? That is
Yes.
a 15.
Okay, you're trying to swim. It's tough. You're not making fast progress because you're sort of scrambling.
But I have a 40-foot swim speed.
That is true. And also, what are you thinking at this moment? It's like, what,
I'm thinking I'm gonna go see what the hell's in this bag.
Yep, and at that moment, you see...
Because, like, holy shit,
What-
I just remembered this prophecy.
You look...
I'm gonna go grab this bag.
It looks like a wisp of black hair sticking out of the opening of the bag.
I'm grabbing that bag as fast as possible.
Make me one more dexterity.
Going to the
check.
surface with it.
Confuses this bag floating in the water.
Holy
It's
shit, come
sinking.
on.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking...
The
7.
Dice, the dice have spoken.
Stop trying different dice and just
That
try
was-
one. Use up your bad luck on one die. Don't try your.
I have rolled over 5 once. It doesn't matter what die it is at this point.
What happens?
You,
Totally fail.
Tear the bag
it
open.
continues to sink, and you get to it, and you, take a hold of it?
I
In your
just
mouth?
grab the bag in my mouth
What do you do?
and swim to the surface with it.
Okay. You would know you spent a bit of time underneath the water here. It might not be good news for whoever is inside.
Mm-hmm.
With those rolls, to get to the surface as fast as possible, you would be going vertically.
I only swam 20 feet under the surface.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but how deep
The-
is the sunk?
How deep did it sink?
So the point being, to get to the surface as fast as possible, you would be going right next to or into
Directly next to the boat.
rowboat.
Yes, directly next
So
to the
you would
boat.
just be,
Yes,
like,
it's going to the surface as
surfing.
fast as possible.
Wait, is the person
Regardless
in the
of the
rowboat
consequence.
throwing this bag into the water?
None of you saw that.
Okay.
We
Well-
saw disturbances in the water.
Okay.
Yeah, none
No,
of you saw
I
that.
was under the water. Nobody saw it.
I'm calling the elevator up. Let me know when it's there. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah, me too.
You take the bag in your mouth and rock it to the surface.
Mhm.
Uh,
Can I make one more athletics
you
check
can make.
to jump out
Can you do a free
onto the boat?
You want to go into the boat?
I want to just fly out of the
Really?
water
Yeah.
into the boat because I'm holding this thing and dashing to the surface
Like a
Make-
fish.
like
I
a
don't know.
fucking seal.
What sort of role should this be? Should be like a performance. No.
I have performance
An attack
proficiency.
roll?
I think it should be a strength athletics followed by a performance.
Yes.
I have.
There should be a
performance
performance in there.
Are you going for height?
I'm just trying to get up onto the boat.
Okay, fine.
He's not familiar enough with his body to know his capabilities.
No,
so he's
I have
probably
no
not
idea. I've
gonna-
done this once.
Do you have acrobatics?
No.
Or
I have no
athletics?
physical stats.
It doesn't matter. Dexterity check.
That is 16.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And as you all look outside, most of you, except for you, Farden,
A wolf.
as you go down the elevator, you see
I'm also going down the
majestic in the light of dawn.
God damn. Better. This character's so
A
great.
sea wolf with a sack in its mouth, breaching the surface. And then, are you trying to land in the boat?
I'm just trying to land in the boat.
It's a small rowboat.
I'm aware.
This boat.
Yeah, you're big.
I'm bigger than this boat, I'd wager.
So you're just trying to crush it.
I mean, so basically you would be just destroying the boat,
Yes, I'm landing on the boat.
killing the man.
No, he can swim.
Okay.
This is
He
happening.
lands,
This is
and
happening.
as he drops the bag from his mouth, the front section of the wolf creature hits the boat on one side and propels the man flying through the air.
You and I don't see this. We're on our way down.
Slams into the water with a loud splash. Perfect belly flop, by the way.
Mhm.
And
Did I capsize the boat or not?
are you trying to capsize the boat?
No.
You do not capsize the boat.
I dropped the bag in the boat.
Yes, you make the wise decision not to place yourself in the boat. So you deposit it. And you have just the perfect motion to fling him out of the boat.
I go
and
over.
leave
I
the bag
swim
there.
over to him and grapple check him.
You are successfully able to do that because
Okay.
he's flailing helplessly in the water.
It was a fucking 4.
Yes, and you can see now he is an older, bald, sort of haggard-looking man in very simple clothes.
Well, this is a very important
He
question.
looks like a worn down human being.
Is he getting down here at this point?
Now, what was the first thing that he said when he got flung into the air? This old man.
Oh yes, did he
words.
say anything?
He must be Vistani.
He's gotta be Vistani. I picked him
No,
out.
actually, he does not say that. He does not make any noise that you can hear.
He makes no noise.
That you can hear now.
Oh boy.
Wait,
He's wearing Elven
You,
clothing.
you definitely wouldn't hear. You.
Just dabs in midair.
Yeah, no, he doesn't make any
Like he didn't
noise.
say, "Dang, damn it."
No, he makes
Like-
no noise.
Okay.
His,
That's great. He's flailing around. I pull him towards the tower.
All right. Are we at the bottom floor and exiting the tower by now?
No, because again, it is a very slow elevator.
Okay, so we're just like.
It is a slow and jerky ride.
I yell faster.
and
Faster.
at that moment, like the entire elevator like falls 5 feet. It's a giant lurch.
Just let it go
Yes,
for a
and it
second.
swings.
Are they passive aggressive?
Yes.
Yes, quite clearly.
Yeah.
It's the Pacific Northwest, man.
Yeah.
Everything's passive aggressive.
Yep. Passive aggressive statues. Goddamn it.
God.
Okay, so you leave the sack in the boat,
Mhm.
floating helplessly on the lake,
Mhm.
and you drag the man back to shore.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just leave him there, and then I go back to the boat.
Okay. You go back to the boat. You're still in your wolf form.
Mhm.
What do you do?
I get up into the boat by dropping the wolf form and climbing into the boat.
Okay.
What's in the sack?
It is a
What's in
young
the sack?
girl with alabaster white skin and
Healing word.
jet black hair. You hit her with a healing word.
Oh shit. Is this
What-
fucking...
what happened?
What's your
And-
healing word? It's a verbal spell. What's your healing
Heal!
word?
Oh, that is a human-sized sack. It's not a head. It's like a full-on.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a body.
There's a human child inside the sack.
Yes.
Yes.
The only person that was not aware of the human-sized sack.
I thought it was like a head. Or something.
No,
I also assumed small sack.
Yeah.
This is actually a common point of controversy. in
One
this
health.
Is how do you make sure that the players know that it is a human-sized sack?
You could say human-sized sack.
This is a medium-sized sack.
A sack that could possibly
Sack that
contain.
could fit 30 potatoes.
I was also going to use.
Is there a small child in this
There
bag?
has been a specific discussion about whether to say that it looks like a sack of potatoes. And people are like, no, because if you say that, they'll think it's just a sack of potatoes.
God
Right.
damn it.
It's a sack that looks like it could hold 50 to 100 pounds of a mass of something.
Not styrofoam.
Small
That
enough
would be big.
to share a rowboat.
Is there a small child in this bag?
Yes.
A sack that was about the size.
Does
of
the
a
small
sleeping
child
dog.
come to consciousness when I cast healing word on it?
We
She
down yet?
Yeah,
was
like
already
elevator
conscious.
music.
Is anybody
Yeah.
down yet? Yes. Okay.
You are. By the time you like get back and you row the boat back. Yes. By the time you get to the bottom, you see Fenris rowing a rowboat towards the shore for some
And
reason.
what does the dude do when I just leave him on shore after being pulled by it under the water? I did not. I was not graceful about it. I just pulled him over there as fast as possible.
He literally just lies on the beach, motionless.
He doesn't move. Okay.
He kind of lurches, like shifts a little bit.
I'm gonna go over.
It almost looks like he's placing himself in the recovery position, but
I am going to.
he's just hanging out.
Is
So-
he conscious?
Yes.
She's conscious
They're both conscious.
during rowing back.
Yes. She looks very concerned for a moment. As you cast your healing spell.
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name's Fenris. I don't want to be here. Who are you?
Wow.
It's nice to meet you, Fenris. I didn't want to be here either.
What's your name?
It's just you there?
He's just on the shore.
Yelling,
What's your name?
She's my name.
From the top of the tower.
What's your name?
And there
Who are
is
you?
suspenseful music.
Trill
Is
talk.
Is your name
Yes.
Arabelle?
Erebel, yes, it's Erebel.
Hey! I should have landed on their doorstep.
Yeah.
So
It's ironic.
you're alive. Where have you been? There have been a lot of people looking for you.
He had me.
Who is he?
As I'm rowing as back.
One, him. And are you rowing towards the guy, or are you?
Yeah,
rowing?
I'm rowing towards the tower. I just drug him up to the entrance of the tower, and then I'm rowing towards the entrance.
She looks
of
at
the
this.
tower.
You can't bring him. You can't bring me back to him. Please don't.
I will keep you
I
safe.
would have gone over to this soggy fellow on the ground and.
At some point, yeah, you'd see me rowing back.
He rolls over onto his other side.
Excuse me, sir. You're a soggy scoundrel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna touch him and see if he's an illusion at all, or if there's anything elusive about him.
You touch him, and he's very physical, and he goes.
Wait a second.
When you touch him.
Question: did he feel warm when I was dragging him to shore?
through the cold water.
I mean, that's true.
No,
but I
he-
had my mouth on him, so
Make a nature check
I have proficiency.
to tell
So this is fine.
whether
That
he
is
is abnormally.
a 14.
He was quite cold, but you think it was because of the water.
Because of the water.
Yeah.
I'm a druid. I can tell when things are warm.
Fenris, what happened? I just see splashes and you're rowing and there's a child here on the boat.
I don't know. He was a weird dude in a boat.
Who's that? What is happening? I'm confused.
This is
Sir.
Arabelle.
Sir, are you okay? Who
And
are you?
in the meantime, on the way back when I was rowing, I just would have cast Good Berry.
Is anyone still in the tower?
I can go.
Because it can only be 3 people on the elevator, and we took.
I would probably stayed in there.
Okay.
And would
I'm
have
just wondering because there's also 2
Arabelle
of
was
us down
in there.
here.
Yeah,
Same.
I'm watching those guys.
Are you hungry?
One tied
at all?
up, one not.
She stares at it for a moment,
And Tyr's also still around.
And then I take one and pop it into my mouth.
and she takes one from you. And as she does so, she says, "You must take me back to my family."
We will.
Very seriously.
We will.
Oh, actually, we were on our way.
Your dad is Luvash, right?
Yes.
We have Ivan and.
Who's the other guy?
Come to think of it, we never asked the other guy's name.
Small guy.
He's smaller, but we have Ivan and a small guy from your camp. They had attacked us.
Uncle Ivan's here.
Yes.
Yes.
Uncle Ivan's here.
Dimitri
He thinks we took
is
you.
not.
You don't need to tell him that.
But Ivan is.
Ivan was always
Uncle
my favorite.
Dimitri's not with us anymore.
Well, let's take her up. Wait,
I'm
we
sure.
should
I'm
take
sure
this
my
back
father
to-
would offer you a reward if you were to return me.
We'll take you back to your camp, of course.
We should take this guy too. And I like.
And she's not looking around, keeping her shit together, but definitely surveying these strange figures that are around her.
Yeah, we're all very.
But you do notice. You all can make an insight check.
Probably not me, right?
5.
Well,
From the tower, probably not. Insight, 22.
22. You are the main one who really notices this force. She carries herself very, almost like authoritatively, like more than you would think a small
So you think
child.
you're better than us.
She
she like princess?
She's more confident than a young girl who had just been saved from being drowned.
I'm gonna ask her how old she is.
She she definitely acts more like an adult than a child.
Like, how old are you?
How old is she? How old does she look?
That's what I'm asking.
Ah,
Yes.
shit. Hold on.
Not
Wait, let me
just-
see if I can give you an exact.
Before we even ask the question, what does she look like? She has black hair. We established that.
Like
Yeah,
alabaster.
she has alabaster white skin,
Alabaster.
raven black hair.
Raven black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, jet black hair.
Jet black hair.
Dark black hair. Black hair.
If
Careful with
she-
the raven.
Vanta black.
If she were made out of potatoes, how many potatoes would it be?
How many?
Would it
bags
be
of
How many
potatoes?
2
6-pound
cases of
bags of
potatoes?
potatoes?
1 case of potatoes? No.
A solid bushel of potatoes.
That's only 50 pounds. That's not very much.
She is a
Childs
child.
don't weigh that much.
Child's.
Childs?
Child's don't
Childs.
weigh
Children.
That's in character. Childs do not weigh that much.
Child's
Well-
don't weigh much.
I will tell you, a child's usually weighs about 3 stone.
How much does a stone weigh?
Depends on the stone.
Hold on. I pull out my book.
That's one that you
Like,
gave
wait,
me.
we use the same measurement system. But
Dear Torm, how
I don't
much
actually
does
know
this
how much
stone
a
weigh?
Do you?
stone is.
You've never been to my village.
No,
She
we
looks
use
about
something
7
very
years
similar.
old.
In mine.
She's a young girl.
She's what?
7.
She looks about 7.
Cool.
I'm going to.
I'm still trying to
But
get.
she doesn't tell you this.
Trying to get a name out of this soggy fellow. Is he responsive at all?
What do you say to him?
Sir, we have just pulled you from a lake. Do we have the pleasure of knowing who encroaches upon our keep?
Keep.
It's ours now. We have claimed it.
He doesn't know it's not ours.
Yours? This lake is not yours.
My point stands. Give us your name, good sir.
Can make a charisma intimidation check?
I'm gonna say nobody gets to dispose bodies in this lake but us.
Rolled it into
Give
We
you
don't
advantage.
even do, we don't even do
Make
that.
a normal roll. Normal roll.
After the fact.
Make a standard roll.
Standard charisma or just standard?
I mean, not with
deception.
advantage.
Just okay,
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
It doesn't matter.
He looks up at you,
More
cocks his head in the side a little bit, and
Charisma.
says, "Pluto."
Pluto!
Pluto!
He's the guy I went missing!
Pluto went missing! So Pluto had Arabelle. That's not good.
Wait, when did Pluto
That's
go?
really not
He's
good.
the guy that the
That's
winery,
really not good. Why
not the
is
winery,
Pluto
the
there?
bar asked us to find because he was the regular that stopped showing up.
God
Oh
damn it.
wow, that goes way
Yeah,
back.
no, this is like, why the fuck does Pluto have an Arabelle?
Call you shit.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
Well, Bluto, you might feel better if you're a little less damp. So I use shake water to try and remove some of the moisture, like just like the lake brine.
I use divine
He
sense.
says no.
No?
Urban's
The lake is with me.
Oh, do you want to go back in the lake?
You use divine
Does he
sense.
say
Yes,
anything?
when those two new people are in visual range.
You do not detect anything except that same background, like, discomfort that you had felt once before previously.
But they do not seem undead or anything.
You get no.
I cast Detect Magic.
You cast detect magic. What are you looking at? Or are you
Does
just looking all around?
Pluto have anything on it?
No.
Does Arabelle have anything on her?
No.
Okay.
Is there any magic within range of detect?
I mean,
magic?
naturally, yes. If I look at the tower,
You're looking-
it's going to light up like a.
You're looking around. You
Covered
see.
in the trap, but like, is there anything else around?
You
the
actually.
lake?
Well, I guess you wouldn't detect anything magic coming from the tower.
Anti-magic.
It's
What
within
about,
30
what about
feet.
the door that has a lightning trap on it?
Within
We
30
know
feet.
that's magic.
I mean, we know it is,
You
but-
don't detect any magic from the tower,
Interesting.
right? Because you wouldn't.
No, you
It's-
wouldn't.
I mean, if it's a no, well, it depends. I mean, it's an anti-magic field. But
So it wouldn't respond to your magic.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, that makes
it's a
sense.
dead zone. Yes.
But you do notice. I think you're really looking around for the first time. And is everyone here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just standing in front of the
not-
tower.
Mike is up. Is
Mike
up.
is up.
Mike's up top. Okay, so I mean, you get pings from your allies. Like you get a ping
Yeah.
from what the holy symbol.
I look down.
You get a ping from what?
spear,
I don't
the
know,
wand.
spear,
Uh-huh.
wand.
All the stuff
Um,
we've got. got going.
By the way, I do have a wand of magic missiles apparently. I don't know how I got it.
No,
Yeah,
no, you
no,
don't.
someone
He
does.
does.
You got it,
He's
yeah.
had it for a long time.
And looking around, and you notice the cloak, the cloak of the manta ray.
You guys have a cloak of the
Where's
manta
the
ray?
cloak of the manta ray?
Who was carrying it?
Oh,
I
is
think
it the
Farden?
gray cloak? Yeah, I have the gray cloak.
Yes.
That is a cloak of the. I don't.
You're-
We never
I-
identified it.
Farden.
Yeah, you guys
Farden.
did. You
Farden,
did
Farden.
identify this.
You're-
item.
you're-
Okay, we did.
Now
Did we? I had no idea we had a cloak of the manta ray.
you identified that cloak.
I remember.
And-
we were really high.
Okay, I'm like, no, I must have been
And,
pretty
uh,
lit because I don't remember that at all.
That breeds on comprehension.
Cloak of Manta Ray allows you a 40-foot swim, like your movement
Yes.
speed as a swim speed underwater. Yes.
And you can also breathe.
And then you're
And
like,
you
oh,
can
It's like
breathe. It has like
60
a
move speed.
yeah,
You can now
yeah.
start a new life in this
You
life.
can move incredibly.
and you're
fast.
like, oh, that prophecy actually makes a lot of sense now. Cloak.
I would have
But,
been.
but,
second.
it's very interesting
Wait a
because
second.
but it was interesting because it was subverted because you didn't need it,
I didn't need it.
but you still saved a life with it.
It might have been, but I didn't need it.
Free.
You also get a ping from something that I believe Farden is carrying, and that is a section of rope
Wait, what?
that you had grabbed from the
Farden.
same
Farden, that.
from the same wagon.
That exploded?
No,
It was where we got the thing
from
that we gave to
Madame Ava's
Irene,
camp.
who currently has.
It's where you grab the
amulet
cloak
of non-detection.
and
We got rope and an amulet
the
of non-detection.
amulet.
Yes, I remember that.
there was also a rope that
50
you
feet
grabbed.
of rope.
And there is a ping of transmutation magic coming from it.
Your rope. Your rope. That rope has not the other one. That one.
Why are we
has-
only now seeing this?
Because we haven't looked.
You didn't look. You
I never looked
around.
at our gear, and I'm the only one who has detect magic until you have just now prepared it.
A
So
lot, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
the
I
only time
never
you had
thought
really
to
used
look.
it, you were specifically looking at Rictavia.
yeah, no.
Yes.
The last time I used it, I was like, no, I am paying attention to this guy, and he lights up like a Christmas tree. It's fine. He has magic everywhere.
At this point, I'm gonna go do the dance and go up the elevator and fetch
What
Mike.
does this rope do?
Or tell Mike what's
No, I
going
don't
on.
have you use it yet.
I'm gonna go over to you. Once I do eventually get up there, I'm gonna beckon you over
I just
so
hold
you're
one end and
out of
throw
your
it.
shot of the
What does
ability
it
to
do?
be like,
You hold it in and throw it. You throw it, and you watch as the rope unfurls in the air.
and then I'm gonna like kind of
right-
make eyes over at the prisoners.
At the point where it's supposed to fall, like a rope normally does, it falls
Yeah.
and hits the ground like a regular rope.
Hey fellas, we found Arabelle. I'm telling Mike and the prisoners that we found Arabelle.
I take out a knife and try to cut it.
They're not prisoners, they're guests.
Just a small end.
You successfully cut it.
Well, I didn't say hey prisoners, so moot point.
Does once after I cut it off, does the other part still glow?
Yes.
Just flipped over on her back.
All you see is me holding a fucking rope after I just threw a rope. I'm holding onto one end. I cut a piece off at the end. I'm just holding it. I'm looking at it.
Try to
Like,
put them back together.
It looks like you think trying to put it back together.
Now I run back.
You have to speak the command word.
You all can make an Arcana check, or you can spend an hour with this thing. Waste an hour on it. I don't think any of you has
Okay,
identified.
9.
do you?
no, we can't even learn identify.
you
None of
have
us can learn
identify?
identify. Except for him.
From your tome? As a ritual?
I do. I do have a ritual idea.
This is magical.
He's upstairs.
I went upstairs.
God damn.
We'll learn about it later. We'll learn about it later. Okay, it's not that important right now.
Hey Mike, do you want
I
to
just,
call?
I ran.
You hear the elevator
I'm
coming up.
gonna come downstairs.
I went upstairs. I told them about Arabelle. We're coming downstairs with the homies.
The homies?
Ivan and
I'd
whatever.
just be like,
I'd just like to say to Arabelle,
you're gonna be safe now. We'll get you back to your father.
It's good.
Stay near me.
and then I turn into a dire wolf.
As long as you keep me and she just like, as if she's like away from this terrible man.
And then I lay down and I like kind of like nod my head, like indicate.
And she tries to nuzzle you behind your ear.
Why is this man so bad?
I
What
accept
did he do?
I accept the nuzzles, but then I like try to push
stares
her
blankly
like,
at you.
towards my back. I'm just like, no, get on.
Because the
Into the
man
lake.
tried to drown her in a lake.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
He did nothing wrong.
She says, he put me in a sack and threw me in the lake.
Oh.
And I'm
Shame on you,
trying,
Pluto.
trying to get her to get onto my back.
Bluto, why did you do that?
He's like, and Bluto's like mumbling to himself at this moment.
I call through my didgeridoo close to his head. Why did you do that?
Make a wisdom insight check, by the way.
Okay.
He seems a little
Wait.
off.
He does seem off.
Question about your recording device. When it is actively taking in sound, that lights up, correct? The left light lights up.
The left light.
Say something, Will.
The left light is peak.
Okay, it's when it peaks. Okay. I'm
Um,
like, oh crap.
all right. So insight is 21.
He's got a really blank look on his face. He's out of it. He
Is he
if
intoxicated?
if nodding out was a thing, if heroin was a thing,
Can I slap him?
he doesn't seem fully aware of his surroundings. He's not really looking up at all of you, though he's vaguely
Do I
responding.
think do I think he looks like what it looked like when we were fucking charmed by Strahd? Way back in the day, right after we got out of the death house.
Who was charmed by Strahd?
We got hit
Oh, the
by
charm.
a hypnotic
Oh, yeah.
pattern. Does he look like he was charmed by someone?
Well, you definitely know he's not under the influence of that spell because he's able to act.
No, he's able to do stuff. Does he have that same sort
You can
of
make an
dazed
insight.
look?
You can make an insight check.
Yeah. Just that look to the face. It's a
Make an-
15.
Yeah, he has a similar sort of blank look that you see on many of the denizens of this land. He doesn't seem to be fully reacting to everything like usual, but even more so, worse. Like his mind.
Looks just drained from him almost, or
Yeah, you could say so.
Can I slap him in the face?
Yes. it's
Nothing.
just
Like a
automatic,
three-finger
automatic
slap?
sound. And he,
Yeah.
And he, at this point, he's mumbling to himself very
Actually, Nick, I'll have
quietly. You can't pick up what he's saying. It's like extremely indistinct.
I can't say anything because I'm a wolf now, and I'm just trying to nuzzle her to get onto my back.
The
That's
lake.
it.
What about the lake?
Like the fish.
What about the fish?
Still fish.
He's on the wrong lake.
Couldn't find him.
Out of character. He's on the wrong lake. Out of character.
The lake told me. Wait, how'd you get fish?
Who told you?
Getting fish by dropping in a girl?
The lake knows. She's good luck.
Okay, that's pretty fucked up.
I'm gonna turn to the two Vistani that we have with us and ask them if do either of you know any legend about a lake that will give you fish if you drop a person into it or a sacrifice of some kind? Any magical lakes? Any lore about that near people?
We tend to, and one of the younger one would say, we tend to stay away from the water.
She's small.
I'll pour it out.
Arabelle, is that your name?
Yes,
Have you been with Bluto this whole time you've been missing?
he's had me. He keeps bringing me out on the water.
Multiple times he's brought you out?
Mm-hmm.
Has he thrown you in multiple times?
I'm still here, aren't I?
I don't know, maybe you're a really good swimmer.
She gets a bump with the nose. She gets spooked by a snoot.
It's canon.
So why didn't he throw you in previously if he brought you out?
I don't know. I think he was looking for something. He was fishing.
Has he always been like this? And it just kind of indicates his blank expression.
Yes.
Do I?
I wonder if we knock him out and
Bring him back.
then bring him back, if he'll be better.
I mean, you can't do much more brain damage.
In hindsight, I should not have turned into a wolf.
I have an idea.
How many times can you have said that? This campaign?
It does not matter. I cannot.
You're like
I'm-
first
I
instinct.
have
for the
so
wolf.
much more health when I'm a wolf, so I'm just like, no, I cannot be instantly killed.
You need to
That's
get your stats
very
up.
difficult.
I
You
don't-
need
I
to
don't
go
think-
great. You need one level, great old one warlock, and then you can
I can't.
Communicate.
I can't.
That's why I said you got.
multi-class.
I said you got to get your stats up.
That's at level 8. I'd have to get level
And then you
8
can
and then
communicate.
level 9.
Communicate telepathically.
Yes, but I have to be level 9
I think,
to do that.
I think
Let me tell you, if you want to be.
Fenris feels safe around us, and therefore he wouldn't worry about becoming a wolf.
But I am still sitting downstairs. I did not come upstairs. I'm
I
watching.
think we're all downstairs.
Are we still all downstairs, or we go
I
upstairs?
went upstairs and grabbed them and then came
Oh,
back.
okay, you came back down. Because I'm like, you mentioned.
Wait, so you're in wolf form?
I'm in wolf.
Are you
form.
outside or
I
inside?
am outside.
Okay, are you going inside?
Are we going inside?
Should
You
we?
came inside and
I don't
brought them
think so.
down.
Yeah, I brought them out. I think
Because we're gonna
should-
leave
Okay.
shortly anyway.
Let's go to the camp. Let's bring them back to
I wanted to try something on the guy. I'm gonna take the holy symbol Raventide. I'm gonna place it on his forehead. Is there any effect?
No.
I'm going to use 5 charges and activate the sunlight. 'Cause it's daylight right now, so it's not like incredibly in.
But
Well, it's like cloudy though.
it's cloudy. Yes.
It's 30 feet. It's not like it's 30.
Yeah, it's not
Alright.
huge.
It's
Cool.
true sunlight. It would be pretty apparent.
It would be apparent from 30 feet of sunlight.
Anyone who saw it would be apparent to you.
But like people
It's
outside,
like a
people
ray
outside
of
the
sun.
It's true. It is blind.
Is it like an
Is that
opening in
right?
the
It's like-
clouds? Is it like that kind of
It's
thing?
just
Like-
No.
blindingly bright. That's
Yes.
the kicker. It is true sunlight that emits from.
Okay,
I
let's
forget
wrap,
you weren't there for the
wrap
one
a
shot.
cloak
It is
around the back
blindingly
edge
bright.
and just show it to him.
If you
so
look
it's
at the
very
amulet
lasting.
while it's out.
because you are not used to any sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay,
quite
then
bright.
let's just make sure it doesn't shoot the bat signal into the sky.
I think we just need to leave that be.
Okay.
I think what afflicts this man is not something we can take care of right now.
You get ahead.
Possibly. Do I sense anything such as when Mordenkainen's madness was holding up?
Do you sense?
Yeah, like does it seem familiar to like Mordenkainen's affliction?
He ain't trying to kill us.
No.
Okay.
He seems more hollow than anything.
Okay.
When I insight checked him out of character, it seemed similar to the soulless citizens of Barovia. The ones we've seen in Vallaki, the ones we've seen in Barovia, the village of Barovia.
But almost like worse. He's
Almost
nearly,
worse,
He's nearly catatonic.
Yes, like
He's barely responsive.
like advanced,
He's barely aware of his
advanced
surroundings.
stages of it.
This meat is sour.
I think the same thing.
I made a sour meat.
Right, quick. Okay, and we return. All right, so Arabelle has climbed on your back, Fenris. What are y'all doing with Bluto?
I'm gonna tell you guys, keep an eye on them for a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna do Animal Messenger as a ritual. So like break out some like sage and burn it and do all the things and like get like a are there any birds around? I hear
Despite
ravens, I think.
the calling.
What would happen?
If the question is, can you see a tiny beast within 30 feet of you? The answer is no, actually.
Specifically tiny.
You would have to find one.
Okay. I'm gonna go find one.
I've got an owl.
You do have an owl.
And
Can I use
But
his
it's a
owl
great
for
form
Animal
owl.
Messenger?
I mean, I can just
think
send
so?
her.
I don't
Small
think
creature?
counts
you
as
could
a-
just
You
send
can
her.
just send
You
her.
could just
to
send
use
her.
this. I can just tell her to go there.
It's not a beast.
It's not.
Oh no, she wouldn't be a beast. Yeah.
I'd
I
have
mean,
to
you
write
would
it
need
down.
a spell.
I could just send
Tell her
her
to find a raven for me.
Why don't I just have her deliver a message?
Because I can do it in my voice.
I mean, I don't know how an owl's going to convince a raven to come back here.
Just grab it and bring it over.
Just be a better hunter.
I don't think familiars can attack.
Also, it's
They
daytime.
can't.
No,
they,
they
they
can't.
can't
Also,
take
it's
the attack
daytime,
action.
and she's an owl.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go find a raven.
Why don't we just...
That
you
might
want
be
to say we can just
difficult.
write it down, you can sign it. It's like writing in your voice.
Okay, fine. I'll write on a little note, found Bluto.
And actually, make an intelligence nature check for it. Now that you think about it.
This is the appropriate roll for my class. 23.
Yeah, you realize it's kind of maybe kind of strange. I don't know, but I'll just throw this out there. When you've been traveling through the woods, you've been hearing sounds of animals, like quiet sounds of life, But now that you think about it, you don't remember seeing any other
Mm.
animals in
Since
the
when?
forest, just hearing them.
Since when?
It's a sound.
Since a while. I mean, which ones have you seen? Like, there was the raven a very long time ago.
Yeah, there was the raven that
There
I
was
had
the
like following us
unicorn.
around.
Yes, that was definitely a thing. But
Oh, that was it.
all the time since then, you've only heard animals, not seen them.
Except for wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves, yes.
We've seen a lot of wolves.
You've seen wolves.
Okay. That's weird.
So if you want to go into the forest and look for a raven, you can. It would take some time, though.
Never mind, I won't do it. I will write on a note, found blue toe, and I will put my name there, dash Boris.
Who is sending this to?
I'm sending this to the bartender,
Erwin Markov.
Erwin Markov.
Cool. And we already sent a message to him, so Debbie's aware.
Yes.
Fly, Debbie!
Should write his name because I always forget it.
She flies.
Erwin?
Extremely Harry Potterishly.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Except she's never gonna get killed by no Death Eater.
Yeah. She better not.
If she does, you can recreate her.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Okay, is Bluto like, can he stand? I'm gonna try
Yes.
and like lift him to his feet.
Yes, he reluctantly stays on his feet,
Cool.
Arabelle,
threatening to fall
where
over.
does he get the boat? Have you just been on a boat the whole time, or
There, he docks it.
where?
He's had us in a place in the forest.
He's staying in
Us?
the woods?
But wait,
Or me.
he
What's the royal we? She's very royal.
Can you show us? Is there anything interesting there?
So we never noticed that
No.
there was a rowboat docked anywhere around the lake.
A rowboat dock
there
on
was
the lake? No, there was
No.
not.
No, okay.
So he drugged this fucking rowboat here
The
to throw her into the
the
lake.
boat appeared, yes.
Okay.
Did he feed you? Did he provide you with, a bed?
Not a bed. Food, yes. Not enough.
Did he say anything to you?
She's not hungry now.
Did he say anything like why he had you?
He just talked about fishing. How he needed to find fish. I don't get it either.
You don't like fish?
Did he ever seem right of mind when he was with you? Like you
No,
talking?
no.
How did he take you?
Yeah. What did you do?
She's sitting on my back while she answers these questions.
Yeah.
I start walking in the direction, so we're walking in the right
So
direction.
I slipped away from camp. Yeah. Alexi never could catch me.
Why did you
We're done.
leave camp?
I'm allowed to do what I want. Alright?
No, you're a little girl. You should stay with your family.
Even he says I'm special.
Regardless of what he says, we're curious as to what enticed you to leave, or not, saying that you can't go anywhere. Because, we're not.
Your dad.
Yeah.
She's riding me and I'm walking.
That's for damn sure.
I'm walking with you.
Yep.
We're walking.
I'm kind of nudging Bluto along with my staff.
Oh, did she say anything to the Vistani we brought down?
Hey, Erwin. Yeah.
Ivan.
Not
she
Erwin,
likes
I'm
Ivan.
sorry.
Yes, at some point she does say, "Hey, Uncle Ivan," and he's like, "Oh, hello."
And I sidle up. I sidle up next to
How
little
did-
Ivan.
He's like, "Oh, this is awkward."
So they can
I'm
do
just
their
trying to
thing.
kill myself. This is awkward.
So they can do their thing.
I kind of, by the way,
Hey,
tied their
how's it
hands together, but they
Okay.
can walk.
Okay.
What does the second guy say?
Nothing. He is actually keeping a little bit of distance from her.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask Arabelle, hey, do you know that guy?
Just that's
Thank you. We have his name.
his name is, I wrote this down, Cobal.
Cobal.
K-O-B-A-L.
Why is he trying to be far away from you right now? Cobal, get up here.
Just no thank you. That's Luvash's kid. You don't want to make that guy mad.
Especially given the whippings.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unless you're into it.
That's your...
Okay. So, Arabelle, you slipped out of camp, as you are wont to do. Was Bluto wandering in the wilderness when you found him?
Look, I don't know what we're all so worried about. Please just get me back to my camp.
We're walking in that
Yeah,
direction.
we're moving. Just making some conversation here.
Should be watching out for danger.
Do you want some food?
I fed her a good berry.
No, I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
She looks down at the wolf that she's riding.
Magical Pez dispenser wolf.
Yes, that's exactly what I am. I have...
Pull his ear and he spits out good berries.
Hawk of a good berry.
If you turn into a bird, you could.
If only I could do that, I could just be like, good berry. Eat it. It's fine.
Flavor it.
I have 8 of them in my inventory.
Okay, is there anything else? Well, you guys are walking along.
Well,
I want to
You guys
know
want to know more.
how she met up with Bluto and how he captured her.
yeah. Is there any way we can persuade her to give us
Says,
that
if you must
information?
know. No, you came out of nowhere. He was faster than Alexi. And the strange, his eyes were just as hollow. But he got me and he tied me up. And he had me since then.
He's just beating the shit out of a dude who doesn't care. God damn it.
What?
Oh, nothing. She said his eyes were hollow.
Oh, yeah.
Just Bluto's are worse.
Interesting.
And actually, I would imagine that you guys were just leaving the tower when you were having this conversation.
Yeah, we were like, no, we just
So there's-
trotted across the bridge. And we're
Yeah,
going that
so
way.
you're headed out now and you're
Yeah.
getting back towards the path.
Yeah.
And so if you remember, the tower is off of a small split in a
Yeah.
slightly less trodden road
Mm-hmm.
compared to the ones that you had originally come west on.
Yep.
And at the junction where this path from the tower meets this dirt road, basically, is the carriage. The black carriage.
Oh, God.
With 2 horses mounted to
Oh,
it.
my God.
Trot
This
on.
is
Face
not. This is not.
This
the
is
same.
not the same crossroads.
But it's the same carriage.
It's
It
the
looks
same
exactly
carriage.
the same. It's
Yes.
identical. Same
Yeah,
horses.
there it
Yes,
is.
same horses.
We just walk.
It's pointing
just walk
northeast.
Right past it.
Which is the way to
It's like, no,
towards
fuck off.
Rocky.
Fuck off, Strahd. You're being very rude.
Hey, Arabelle, I think we could take this carriage and get you there.
Should we put Bluto in it?
No.
Close the door.
No,
No.
He's
You get
valuable.
a resounding just...
Luvash is going to want him.
Come on, put
We wanna
him in,
get-
see what
We
happens.
want to get in Luvash's good favor.
I'm just kidding.
Fenris, can you flip this carriage over? I let the horses go. I unhook the horses.
I was going to actually do that, but
I'm just like... Yeah, get. I just kind of do the like nudge to like, yeah,
No,
get
you're
off.
carrying the girl. Farted. Can you flip the carriage?
Sure. I push the carriage, try to flip it over.
You just... Yeah, I mean, you do it. Make an athletics check.
I have powerful build. Do I get it?
It's like
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, sure.
it's like we have unlimited tries. Can we just flip this carriage?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
It's like it doesn't matter.
Just see what
Hours
happens.
trying to
We
push the
can
carriage.
spend as much time as we need.
22.
you don't even get a chance to jump in before he just like yeah. So
One
you
hand.
place leverage on it. You push it up and away, and it almost gets a little bit of air and flips over, slams onto its side.
Casual, just.
Halfway, like slight parallelogram style now, starting to fall apart.
I kind of scratch at my tattoos nervously. I'm like,
One of the wheels spins ominously.
Alright, let's go back. Let's go to the camp.
I'm like, remember that time Strahd just appeared and killed one of us?
Fuck that guy. Who cares? He can do it at any time, so who cares?
You all see a small message that says, Strahd will remember this.
It's just he has it programmed so he fuck with the carriage.
Can
Where's
you,
that
oh, wait, can you detect magic while you're?
I don't even have it. I have to short rest to get it again, anyways, because I used it when I brought him out of the
I
water.
could identify the carriage. It's a carriage.
I guarantee it's distinctly magical.
I was
There's something magical about
Yeah.
this.
I mean, I think detect magic can see like.
More. Yeah, tell me what kind of magic is on it.
I think it can
Do
also
we-
see like this going.
Do we care?
Oh, yeah. No, I can't right now.
Let's
anyways,
keep
yeah.
going to the place.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
move on.
I don't think we really care. Let's go to the place.
We're being very rude,
Just
Strahd.
gonna
Fuck
keep
off.
pushing over
Move
this
on.
carriage whenever.
So you're going east on the dirt road towards Valaki?
Yeah.
Towards the southwest camp. Yes.
Yes. And so you would know, I mean, the camp is pretty close to Valaki, so you basically go the same way. you're following that, and you get to that same, and you go through the deep woods. It's very quiet. There's a moment of stillness, but you push through, and you come across the same crossroads where you originally met Alana and the Svistani.
Totally paranoid and looking for wolves the whole time, by the way.
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
I am
He's listening and smelling for wolves.
smelling and listening for them as I usually do. That's usually how I detect them first, so... Yes, no, advantage, yes, no. That's usually what I do, is I try to smell them and sniff them out.
Yes, you are smelling.
Yes. That is still not good. It was a 4 and a 6, so that is a 6.
Okay. And if you want to be in front, Boris, you can make a check as well.
Absolutely.
I'm like, no, it's a 6.
I'm the caboose.
rolled like shit. I have a 0 bonus.
17.
Okay, so you're looking around. You don't detect any threats.
No, I have plus 4 because the wolf has perception. It doesn't matter. It's
17.
Yeah. So you don't detect any threats in the woods. You hear the gurgling river just to the east of this crossroads, and you actually notice that as you look down the road, coming from the east, is a very large group of humanoids. There appears to be a much larger humanoid in the front of them, leading the way.
Like a convoy of some
A
kind?
large number of people marching.
Does he have a freakish looking arm?
You wouldn't know. You didn't see anything.
Does he have a
What-
freakish?
He's on the
what do
road.
you-
How could I not see that?
You can make another perception check. not you. You.
For what?
Roll the
Just make a
two
perception
anyways. Doesn't matter. I just gotta stop rolling tonight.
24.
A large arm.
A large arm.
A large fiendish arm is the first distinct feature that
Fuck
you
you,
notice.
Extrosting. That's who I thought it was.
That's the guy from Velocity.
It's the guy from Velocity.
Izek and
Yeah.
a contingent of guards appears to be coming this way.
Uh-huh.
What's up with his arm?
I think we should get off the road right now.
Fair enough. Let's get off this.
I'm gonna get off the road.
I'm gonna grab Blue Toe by the scruff of whatever clothes he's wearing and just kind of yank him off.
Okay, if y'all were getting off the road, you would all need to make stealth checks.
Awesome. I have
Hey,
0.
when it counts, I
Can we
roll.
count Mike as an automatic pass?
I got an 8.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Go ahead and roll for Mike.
What's your
25.
stealth plus?
A lot.
It's on there. I think it's
24
plus
rather. 24.
And we don't have any, like, kind of...
No, there's no pass without trace.
16 for Mike.
Right now.
8 for
It's-
myself.
8 for myself.
24.
Not
13.
very stealthy. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all try to get off the road and hide
I'm struggling
And
because I've got this fucking
as
soggy
this large
water
group
from
of humans is walking down the road. You hear "Stop!"
I
He
stop.
raises a large.
Oh,
Sounds
not
like
talking
red
about me.
wolves.
The man
Whoops.
raises a large
Bad stealth check.
fist,
I keep fighting.
and he looks in the direction of you all. He says, "Reveal yourself."
I step out.
I step out. I'm just gonna walk out then.
You step out?
Yeah! I'm
You're
a wolf with a
the
little
wolf.
girl on my back. I have a little girl on my back. That saves me.
Okay.
It's
Have
fine.
you been seen in wolf form before? By
I'm gonna...
No. Yes, when I approached the walls, the guards actually saw me.
okay.
And then I dropped out.
Everyone's stepping out. I'm gonna step out but stay in the back.
Yeah, I step out from.
Because I did the stupid thing you told me not to do, because my character is stupid.
You step out, and as you all, or some of you,
I'll also step
some of you
out.
step out. The very large
Mike is
man.
mistaken.
Huge wolf.
So, describe this person to me. I don't think
He
Ooh, Izek.
he is a very large man.
He's intimidating as fuck.
If he wants
Bald
to attack
of
us, kill
head.
him immediately.
Very, very large.
we're
Where's
getting,
it? Where's it?
getting that he's pretty large.
He is carrying an incredibly large battle axe, and his right arm is extremely large and muscly and distended and red, and he has a huge hand with massive fingers with claws, like 2 or 3 inches
He's like
long.
a fiend arm.
So he like masturbates a lot.
And he,
That's what I'm getting from this.
yeah,
Like
he is,
Hellboy, but claws instead of...
he's
Right
wearing
arm.
nearly
A lot stronger than
regal studded leather armor with furs in the shoulders.
Shit. Does he have any facial hair?
They're world first,
No.
yes. They're specifically
He has a very
world first.
large forehead and stern expression on his face and large bulbous nose. And as he looks right at you, Fenris, in your wolf form, and he, to the best that he can, smiles. He says, You are wanted by the Burgomaster.
I'm not wanted. The big fucking 8-foot tall guy who ruined his execution.
And he reaches into a back pocket and pulls out a piece of parchment. And he steps forward, unafraid, like into the forest towards you all. And your wolf form is probably not going to come up to you, but you're very large, so he would come up to you and he gives you a piece of parchment. It's folded.
We've been served.
We have been served.
And you open it up,
It's exactly what just happened.
and
That is his job.
it says, Come one, come all,
Oh, God damn it.
to the festival of the enduring dawn.
Oh,
I knew it.
And you see a symbol of a blazing sun.
God damn it.
That seems very
Wait, is he inviting us?
And
Are you in-
do you say that?
Yes.
He looks to you and he says, This is one who can bring the light.
Oh,
God damn it. 'Cause I lit
And
the
you remember.
stupid thing on fire. 'Cause I
During the
was the
festival
one
of the
who lit
blazing
it.
sun,
God damn it.
when you lit the wicker torch on
God damn it.
the wicker sun on fire.
Yes.
Yes. It appears that you, Fenris, are a welcome guest and a necessary centerpiece at the festival of the enduring dawn.
It's like a Burning Man type thing.
so what
No.
you're saying is
They have a lot of festivals.
Yeah.
that we need to be there
Seems like,
after you chased us out.
seems like just him.
There's a misunderstanding. The Burgomaster wishes to invite you back into his good graces.
Okay.
Oh, so that
Does it
kind
say
of
on?
wanted.
Does it say on the thing where? What?
What else does it
When
say?
is it?
When is it?
Yeah.
It's...
Please don't be today. Please don't be
Well, I guess there wasn't... Because you haven't gotten any sort of sense of date or anything. There's not a specific time listed
How many days from now?
or day. Says
today. We should probably ask him how many days.
I mean, we're in the middle of
says
something.
it's
When.
tomorrow.
We can
Okay.
Get, no, that's fine. We can get to camp. and
Yeah,
there
we'll,
tomorrow. That's fine.
We'll be there.
He says, Who are these? He looks at Bluto, Arabelle.
Oh well,
Ivan.
this is good old Bluto. Can you take him back for us and just show him over into the tavern? He's a regular there that went missing.
They want him to keep spending money.
Yes.
This is Bluto?
Exactly.
Yeah, we found Bluto
And it's very large and
just
bloated
this
man.
morning.
Just looks a
Actually,
little... He looks among this group like he does not know what to make of you.
he's seen me before. I've talked to
Do
him.
you
And yeah, we've
does he
seen
remember
us all
Does he-
before.
like, I'm huge.
He does, and he's just like, What
What are we? Yeah, because
Yes.
we got chased out of town, but we have brought people back, and we have a missing girl with us. It's like, no, we just brought him back. We brought wine to the place.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So take Bluto back for us if you can. He doesn't need to come where we're going right now.
Says, You will come with us.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
It's a wolf nod.
I've been sent to retrieve you.
Oh, okay. So wait here. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
No.
You're gonna take us now?
You are invited to meet the Burgomaster.
Sure, we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll meet him tomorrow.
I can't speak right now, and this is annoying.
We'll meet him tomorrow.
But if it's calm.
You said tomorrow, right?
If we say that word a few more times, it'll work.
Tomorrow.
That is a group persuasion check,
It is.
please.
It's not safe outside the walls.
So
Right.
wait, we're gonna go.
Where do you wish
meet
to go?
Some other people.
We have business returning this child to her family. It's not safe in these woods.
You can make a charisma persuasion check. You're finally saying something.
Somebody said something.
Instead of being weird about it.
Advantage because
You can have advantage, yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
That's a fucking 25.
There we go.
As you have been obtaining individuals.
Rescuing.
Yeah, we're heroes.
There's no
Totally
humble.
heroes.
You're not humble at all.
Totally heroes.
He says you're an interesting lot.
Arm does not say you must be humble.
No, he does.
And he says,
I've heard this many times.
what do they call you?
Oh, God damn it. Well, just God damn it, well. Straight up. You don't have a
The
name.
groups that come through usually have names. What is yours?
The striped tent.
The striped.
The Straight.
Because we're from the
We're from the
circus.
circus.
Ten.
Not from the circus. It's fine.
That's one you're going with?
Burning
No,
ring.
we are.
This is the screen at the beginning of the
We
game
are
where
lights.
you put in your name and you save it forever.
Wait, what'd you say?
For anybody watching, we have
Burning ring.
been playing this game for like 6 months and we still don't have a group name. So, this is us being pressured into making a group name. What do we name ourselves? It has to be. Well, the original concept
There's
for the
just a
group
collective.
was that we were all from a circus, for you, Zach.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Yeah,
We're
we're
from the
we're from the
circus.
same
We all ran away from the circus because
Oh.
our circus leader was an asshole.
Well,
Kazdar?
don't let me change your whole circus vibe. if you-
Kazdar was from the circus too, so he just switched characters.
Yeah.
Jordan switched characters. That's
So
why
you
he's not
and
there.
Tyr's not from the circus.
Tyr-
No,
not.
Tyr's not from the circus. Not at all.
Wait, what'd you say? Ring? Fire ring?
Yeah, ring of fire.
Ring of
We
fire?
are the ring of fire.
That sounds like
Ring
a
of fire.
sexual
That's
disease.
yeah.
Okay, not the name.
Not the name. No.
Hold on. Out of character.
I mean, you can lean into this and be like, we are the bringers of dawn. And they'll be like, ooh.
That's what I was gonna say. Like we are
And maybe you'll like
Dawn's harbinger.
We're the Dawn Clown.
The Dawn Clown.
Oh no, we're not the Dawn Clown.
Dawn Clown Posse.
We're the Dawn Clown posse. God damn it. That's too stupid. That's too
No,
stupid.
we're not the.
That's too stupid. We can't do that. then again,
And I suppose
the theme
officially,
of my cock jokes.
Fenris will not be able to lend any input.
I can't lend any input
in this
whatsoever.
moment.
No.
You all share a look.
I
I
can't.
mean,
see
one
it.
of you speaks.
Dawn's breach.
One of you says something aloud in the moment.
Postponed to the next session.
We are
We'll
the
find out
haggard
what
We
it
gotta
was.
do it now. We gotta do it now.
God damn it.
I
Quite the
I
act you
Dawn
have there.
Clown Posse.
Haggard Clown.
What did Dawn Clown Posse?
Dawn Clown. This is so stupid. That's so
God
wrong.
damn it.
We don't have a name. We've never discussed this. We've never
You
out
see-
of character.
You see
discussed
one of the
this.
guards pull out a piece of parchment, and he has a quill at the ready.
God damn it,
Oh, God, come on.
Mike. It's gotta be a Mike Hawk joke
Michael and the Hawks.
because the theme of the campaign is Mike Hawk jokes.
Firm Clown? No, we don't have to put clown in there.
Mike Hawk's
Let's just, try to,
exploding
let's just
sun.
looking up circus songs.
Mike Hawk's Angels.
Thunder and
It's
Blazes?
gotta be like a Cirque du Soleil punch
Mike
of some
Hawk's
kind.
Angels.
Yeah.
God damn.
Cirque
If you
du
really
Soleil.
need to like put in a placeholder right here and say it later,
We are insert
then you have all failed.
Insert something later.
on the spot so bad.
Come on, Zach.
So everyone think of a Cirque du Soleil pun.
I don't know. Insert.
I don't know enough.
Just think of a word that rhymes with soleil. That
The
That's
trapeze artist. Because you're trapped.
Trap.
It's a circus.
Trap.
Trapeze.
No, no, it's too dumb. That's the problem. No,
The
The Trap Lords.
we're the Trap Lords. Yeah.
Oh no.
We're the Trap
Lords.
You beat the fact.
the trap lords who walk.
Hey, Mike said something.
Who
Mike
walk-
came out and said,
Wait,
we're the
why don't-
Trap
why don't
Lords.
we-
Mike, step forward and said, we're the Trap Lords.
Yes.
Why are we the trap lord?
That's just what he said.
On
Canon.
your levels.
So this is snap.
That's just what he said. We're that now.
And the man begins writing.
Oh. And I clarify, that's with a Z at the end.
Trap lord.
Okay, I am
Alright, we're
writing.
trap lords.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
You all had your chance, and Mike took it.
Mike spoke up, and Mike did it.
I'm pleased.
As makes absolute sense.
I'm pleased
It
with
makes
this.
perfect sense.
We were indecisive, but Mike, the leader and face of the party,
God damn.
decided that this is the
This
opportunity.
is a fitting name.
For such 16-year-old douchebags as yourselves.
He says you may proceed with your business. It appears you have work to do, but you're coming with.
What?
And he looks at you, Fenris.
I just blink at him. That's all he gets. He gets
You're
a few blinks.
A welcome guest of the Burgomaster.
It's tomorrow.
He is the only transportation suitable for such a royal child,
Yeah.
and as such, we need him
He's
to
a noble
convey
steed.
our package.
I
back
just
to our
do
family.
this. My head just goes back.
I give him a pet, and he's like, he's a noble steed.
I just lean into it.
Make me one more charisma persuasion with advantage.
That's pretty good.
25 again.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna check.
Face of the party.
Face of the party.
You guys having two, one charisma character, one character with expertise in persuasion and deception.
Yep.
Because I cannot return without having fulfilled my order.
Alright.
What do you propose?
Well, then why don't you
Can I-
wait here and wait until your order has been fulfilled
We can
before
write.
you return?
We can also write a note.
Or you could come with us to make sure we don't run away or something. But like, don't come into the cabin.
I'm just gonna
No.
nod no. An obvious no nod.
No, never mind. That's a bad idea. Don't listen to me. I'm not the main trap lord.
Wait, should we write a note saying the trap lords give their word
Oh,
that
no.
they will be there tomorrow?
Oh, God.
Signed, the trap lords.
You are not exactly trusted by the Burgomaster at this moment, for the record.
But he invited us to.
And-
So.
I think that
Yeah.
would be.
We will be right back. And I start walking.
Where do you start walking? Past them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bold move.
Oh, that's real bold. Yeah.
He stands there and he lets you past him.
Cool. But he's not gonna
He
let
only
you-
wants me. God damn it.
I'm gonna also start walking past and be like, "Come now, Arabelle, Fenris."
I'm gonna say that we invite them to wait here as honored guests.
Of this spot in the woods.
This spot.
And walking past him would mean like walking across that bridge and
What
proceeding-
bridge?
The bridge. You're at the crossroads. There's a small bridge over a small river just to the east of the crossroads.
You know there are a lot of crossroads in Barovia. The crossroads doesn't tell me where we are.
This is
No,
the
we're at the crossroads.
I mentioned-
Hold on.
This
So
is
we're
the
at
same
crossroads,
crossroads.
like slightly to the west of Barovia. Then
Vallaki.
Then further along, there is a second set of crossroads that goes to Argynvostel and another place. This has 3 locations at it right now.
And then
We
there's
go
one more
to the tower, to Vallaki, to the camp, or onwards, towards the second crossroads, which is Argynvostel and the other place that I can't remember. That's where the druids were, and then the winery.
Yes,
So-
sir, Bill.
That is
Yes,
essentially correct.
Is it like a
I
basic?
want a map with a blinking dot of where we're at.
you are here.
Okay.
He's got
You're
a
there.
map, yes.
Small
Okay.
river, Vallaki.
Vallaki is that?
Yes.
And that's the small river?
Yes.
Where's the camp that we're going
It's
to?
around
It's
Vallaki.
southwest. It's like
It is
south,
small.
slightly
It is
south.
not
Close to
visible.
Vallaki?
It's very close to Vallaki. And
Yeah.
you all would have seen small paths basically going around Vallaki and to the southwest.
Okay.
It's not hidden.
Well,
I'll guide you. Like, let's go. Let's just.
we'll
like,
tell him we'll come to the lake right after, and we'll meet you at the lake.
Which lake?
The lake.
Which
The
lake?
lake
Big
just north
Morning
of
Canopy?
Vallaki.
Okay.
The morning penalty. Okay.
I need to take down the name of locations. I don't remember.
Is there?
Like, we're on Lake Baratok at our location.
And at this point, it's very clear that he's
Our tower.
trying to save face with his contingent of guards.
Yes.
And he's also not wanting to attack you all. He says, "You come with, you can drop them off along the way. I wish not to leave without."
Okay, so
Yours.
when we get to the
That's
camp,
fair.
can you like wait to like
Right.
Outside
away
camp.
from the camp, and then we'll go do our thing?
When we leave the main road, we need you to keep the road safe for us until we get back.
We will make our delivery and return to you immediately.
Yes,
You have the word of the trap lords.
our word is.
It doesn't inspire confidence. I swear, that does not inspire confidence.
Our word
He
is
says,
very good.
"This one will stay with. Let's move.
Okay.
It's not safe out here."
We just keep this. We're walking along.
And he kind of escorts you into like the middle of all the guards.
Oh god.
All of us?
No, mainly just you.
I'm staying with these guys.
Yeah, no, he's.
I'm not
gonna
separating
let-
myself
I'm not
out.
gonna
I'm
let him
sticking with
separate.
these guys.
He wishes to-
Especially when I. I'm sorry.
You are-
Especially when I have Arabelle.
I mean, we can remain at an impasse, but he would like to have some assurance that at least you will be coming along.
And I'm going to go with them.
Go loosely in formation with the guards would make them feel better.
I don't care what makes them feel better. I'm going with these guys.
We're traveling with the guards.
Like if we're all in the middle of the guards, sure.
Yeah.
If you're all in the middle of the guards, it's okay?
Sure.
If you're all surrounded.
Yeah.
Okay, guards surround all of you. And you are proceeding along the road.
I whisper to Fenris, "Hey, can you turn into a really tiny thing? I've seen boys do it. Can you do it?" Can you try? Okay, not now. Maybe later.
It's like, no, I can't do it right now.
It's gonna be a wolf the size of a mouse.
No, I'll just turn into a mouse.
Anyone who's paying attention notices that Lip is like, anytime he glances towards Ezek, or specifically his fiendish arm, kind of like winces, almost like he's in pain. He's got like a really bad headache or something. Just
Right.
looks really bothered.
And there's and for the record, there's about 12 guards with him.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
One spike broke and they're all dead anyways. It doesn't matter. It's like, no, I can run away.
And if you guys want to pull off any shenanigans to escape this formation, you would have to set a marching order, otherwise we would be proceeding.
No, we're going.
We'll
Yeah, we'll
proceed.
see.
We don't have any intention of fighting these
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight now.
No, let's just go. It's fine.
I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go towards the camp.
I personally don't have any intention
No,
of
I-
fighting
yeah,
these
no.
guys.
You proceed along. It's not too long before you reach a point where the path splits off to the right. And this will be going towards the southwest of Valaki. It is at this moment that Arabelle definitely hops off of you, Fenris, and slips through the guards surrounding the wall.
I'm gonna try.
And-
Can I roll initiative, try to grapple her or anything like that?
Yes, but it appears she's running towards the camp.
Oh, do we see the camp in the horizon?
Do we see the camp?
You don't see the camp yet.
I'm grabbing her by
I'll
the back of the shirt.
turn into a not a wolf. I'll turn into something and follow her.
Like a gorilla, like a grabber.
If she gets away.
You would not be surprised.
It's like, have alert.
Yeah, so you can roll initiative.
17.
17, you are faster than her.
16 athletics check.
Oh my god, I actually have to check her stat block. Oh my god.
Commoner.
She's a child, so
Yeah.
commoner?
She's the main character.
God damn it.
Would a child have more than
I
10
know,
strength?
right?
She's the main character.
I mean, maybe she has more dexterity.
And how do you grab her in your wolf
I
form?
grab her in the back of her shirt.
Grab her. And she starts scrambling and like swinging. She's like, Papa! Papa! She wants to escape everyone and get to the camp.
Okay.
Okay, I let her go.
I'll take
Wait,
her from
I
here.
mean, I just follow her.
Can we tell the guards, like, hey, can you wait here? We'll be right back.
And the guards are like caught off guard. They don't impede her, so she's making a move for the camp.
Can I follow her without having to turn into anything to get past the guards?
No, you'd have to force.
Can I
her to do
shove a
that.
card out of my way and follow her? Not with great harm, just a gentle like, hey, I'm a lot bigger than you are. I'm gonna shoulder you out of the way and follow this little girl as she runs to the camp. It's like a casual thing. It's not like I'm like
Anything
aggressive.
I turn into to follow her is just going to look really bad. So I'm going to turn into a cat that has a 40-foot movement speed and follow her as a cat.
Okay.
That doesn't look bad, but anything on this list is going to look awful.
So in the middle of the guards, you disappear.
Yeah.
Well, you turn into a cat.
Yes.
And also you can maneuver your way through their legs
Yep.
And
Like, I'll be back.
and
Boom.
follow her. and you're attempting to force your way
I'm
through,
just
that's going to be a little different.
it's not like I'm like shoving anybody out of the way. I'm just like, I'm going that direction.
You
I'm
would-
just following her.
You would have to shove someone out of the way.
I'm
They
gonna
are
push a
blocking
goddamn
you
guard
in.
out of the way.
You would also take opportunity attacks because they will try to stab you with their spears.
How many?
Oh god.
Well, I mean, you would be.
No, I'm not gonna get stabbed.
You're a large creature,
Alright.
so I don't know how you would even push someone out of the way and get through. Thinking about it on the grid,
He controls 4 spaces. That doesn't mean he takes up
Takes
4
up 4
spaces.
spaces. Yes.
you do effectively take up 4 spaces.
How much do you weigh as a wolf?
You can't. squeeze through.
It's quite a bit. It's more than I weigh regularly. It's
Okay.
a big ass muscly wolf that's like 5 feet tall.
Can I?
So yeah.
I was gonna say 3, but
No, I weigh more than you do.
You can shout clear a path.
I'd like to shout to the guard nearest me. We must secure our charge. And I want to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. And kind of look at the guards get out of my way and try and dash to get her.
And just to make sure, you all can make an insight check.
13.
8.
Not good.
Really high.
That is
Oh.
Really, really high.
Again.
25.
Yeah. So at least for the high rollers, I mean, you can tell she's a very headstrong girl.
Mhm.
It appears she's just slipping out and just getting back to her home as fast as possible,
Gotcha.
and she does not care about the rest of you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm chasing her as a kitty cat.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's just why I want to
Well,
casually follow her.
I'm still trying to catch up to her because I'm dumb as shit.
Alright.
Do the guards? Did they respond to me saying? I
You
must
would need to
secure
make
charge?
a charisma persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 10.
They do not move.
Well, I'm not gonna force it.
They have received orders to keep you.
Can I tell Ezek to like, hey, so obviously the camp's really close by. This is the only really way we can go. This is where the path is.
Is this like as chaos is threatening to break out?
Well, I mean,
I'm really trying not to have everyone roll initiative. I'm drawing out here. 'Cause I don't know if you guys want to piss off all these
Nah.
guards.
is this a late girl that's running away, right?
Yeah.
And-
It's a little
Yeah,
girl
Boris
we're
is a
trying to
cat.
follow. That's it.
yeah, that's it. And I just want to say, listen,
Are
we
they?
want to go with this girl, but this is the only really pathway for us to leave. Would you be able to have everybody post here? We will return. We're just gonna bring the girl back to her family, and we'll come back here. But there's a lot of people here, a lot of guards are gonna freak people out. If you could just stay here, that'll be great. We'll be right back.
I'll stay here.
Mike will stay here as collateral.
And you're in the guards in wolf form.
Mm-hmm.
Ezek casually strolls over, takes a big ol' arm, and if you allow him, just grabs a tuft of your fur and holds onto it.
I'm gonna drop my V shape and just look at him. Like,
The tower over his ass.
I just want to follow the little girl and make sure she doesn't get hurt. The very serious look on my face.
We will be back. You can get within sight of us.
No. I'm a cat.
He's going to say, "You can go.
How many people?
My task is to retrieve you. I must follow my order."
If he can go, may I also go retrieve my charge?
I will stay here
You
with Fenris.
are the one who brought the wine.
Yes.
He was with us the whole time.
Sweet. I'm gonna dash and try to catch up to her.
I'm gonna stay here with Fenris. Make sure.
I'm gonna dash in bonus action dash.
Okay, and you're all just basically trying to chase her down.
Yeah.
You would effectively be moving at the same speed as her.
What?
I have about
Cast
40
Expeditious.
movements.
Oh,
so
you
you
cast
have the
that.
cat.
Gee, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Mike, you can go with them if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go if they're staying here.
Yeah. I think it's best. They don't seem to want you to leave, so I'll stay with you.
that. I don't like that.
Don't worry. If anything happens,
Well, especially since you're the one with enhanced ability.
you can turn.
And I have no V shapes left now.
You can turn into the tiny thing. If it takes over an hour, we can take a short rest while we're at the win the
Mm-hmm.
cards as well. So.
Alright,
But
so
they're gonna do their thing.
I'm just gonna say, is anyone
Mike,
hungry?
Lip, and I are in pursuit, and we have the two presumably the two other Vistani peoples with us.
You have them with you? You
Are
definitely
they-
not be able to.
No, they're staying in that car.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be hard to pursue. If you
I'm
were-
busting ass
Dragging them
with
along.
a move, a dash, and a bonus action dash to catch up to Arabelle with my expeditious retreat.
I'm gonna try and jump on her shoulder because
It's about this close.
She can't move as
That
fast as I
is
can.
fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
They can't see
Should
shit.
also
They
have a
all
head
have
start on it.
disadvantage. I don't know fuck.
Slight
This
one.
close.
given enough distance, I will catch her.
I can dash
You can go ahead and make
They
a
cannot.
dexterity check.
Yeah, and then we gotta roll
As a
the
cat.
shield.
Exactly. That's why it's like no.
Nice.
9.
Hurts anyone?
You are in pursuit of her. You do not quite get onto her.
Can I get to her with 90 move speed?
Make a dexterity check.
Yeah,
14.
way faster than her.
No, she is faster than you both. You're able to follow
Do
her.
me. Do me.
Dex check?
Dex check.
That's gonna be 20.
20.
Mike,
You act faster than her, Mike. What do you do?
pick her
I'm
up.
just kind of running beside her. I'm saying, hey, want to race?
Into it. Yeah,
But I'm just kind of like trying to like be friendly to her and
Yeah.
like, keep her calm. I don't know.
she clearly doesn't like being restrained, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not freaking out. She's just running as fast as possible.
Cool, yeah, we
Towards
can just
the
be
camp.
her fast.
So as you two
body
fail
goes.
to catch up to her, you see Mike just running along.
Even with my magic.
He runs a
Again.
little circle.
It's because I'm so aerodynamic.
Again.
You have 90.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
80.
She can only move 30 feet in one round, at most, as a child. He cast expeditious.
She could
retreat.
dash, right?
She could, so she could do 60 feet at most.
Yeah, as a cat with dash, I was moving 80.
80 feet.
He was moving 90.
And he is moving like
Also
90
90.
feet.
It's probably gonna go. Point being,
No, she can't outrun.
It's fine.
you are able to pursue.
Yep. Just want to make sure she doesn't get like pounced on by wolves before we get there.
She before very long at all makes her way and reaches the camp that you all enter into.
Tight.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Definitely want to go in.
Except for Fenris and Garden. Surrounded by gardens. Left.
Hopefully you both don't die.
Yeah.
You're like an honored guest or some weird shit. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works either. It doesn't matter.
I think that means he believes that
Because if
you,
I have to.
I think that means he believes that you are required to help secure his position of power. I think
Yes.
that's what that
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
Yeah, so you're good for the moment.
For the moment.
So as you're running through, the woods part to reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. There's fog that obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature actually elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from the sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole in the top. And the tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from the central area. And she appears to be making her way directly up the hill.
Cool.
Following along. And you hear her just yelling, "Papa! Papa!" And reaching the top, you do see wagons encircling the central area at the top of the hill. It's inside the tent. And you see her enter this very large tent that's in the very center.
Are there any guards posted outside?
There are... yes. There are 2 guards posted at what looks like the door. They're Vistani.
Okay.
And they look on with astonishment as Arabelle runs in.
with 2 people and a cat.
Following closely behind her. And they look at you all and they say, "Halt!" And they level their weapons at you.
Do they level their weapon at the cat?
No.
Okay, I follow.
Are you just going, you're entering the tent?
Yeah, I'm following like I'm her new friend that she made.
Okay, and
It's
just
my intent.
very brief. So, as you enter this tent, what you see, actually, as you're entering, you hear the crack of a whip, followed by the howl of a young man.
What's
And you
up?
all outside hear this as well.
I have a bottle.
And the tent is filled with smoke, and there are actually sputtering campfires inside the tent.
That seems unsafe.
Yeah, and lashed to the center tent pole is a barely conscious and shirtless teenager. His wrists bound with rope and his back streaked with blood. There is an older, larger man in studded leather armor lashing the young man with a horsewhip. And there's also a man standing in that man's shadow. And they both turn and they see Arabelle enter, and the large man drops his whip immediately and runs and scoops her up, and he says, "Oh, my Arabelle, where have you been?" And he does notice the cat,
I'm gonna rub up against his leg.
and he looks slightly bewildered.
Outside,
And what are you two doing? Yeah.
I'm
Regular cat.
going to halt and say, we found Arabelle this morning and came straight away to return her to you. We wish an audience with her father.
And you're basically saying this like from the outside in.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying that to the guards. Not like loud enough that people inside might be able to hear.
He looks outside and says, "Let them in."
Awesome.
And you are watched closely by these two guards as
We'll have the water.
the man you are fairly confident is Lavash is holding his daughter close, basically behind him as he regards you with suspicion, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in with my kind of arms wide in an unnerving pose. And say, "My lord, we have not had the pleasure of meeting until now, but I'm glad to see you reunited with your daughter. I do not pretend to know her well, but only this morning we rescued her from the cold depths of a lake, and we have heard of you and your knowledge of this place in which we reside, and I'm glad to find myself in your company now."
Lake,
I'm gonna run over and climb up onto his shoulder
what happened?
and nudge against his head awkwardly.
I cannot be said to know many of the comings and goings of this land, being...
And he knows he's basically completely forgotten about the man. There's
Yeah.
a young boy he was just whipping the shit out
I'm
of.
gonna flick my tail in your face a little bit.
I am not as knowledgeable about these lands as some others who have been here longer than I, but we saved your daughter from the clutches of one named Bluto, as he was... there was an accident out on the lake, and she ended up in the water. That is the name we were given, yes.
The fisherman?
He did have a fishing pole, yes.
What did he do?
I came down when Arabelle was being rowed safely to land. I did not see what happened, but it seems that she has been the captive of this man for
Where
some time.
is he? And he grabs the whip.
Bluto is he is in our custody, and the rest of our party follows more slowly behind us. Arabelle was quite eager to be reunited with you, and as such broke ahead, and we followed to ensure her safety as we approached your base. The rest of our companions should be arriving soon, and may request an audience as well.
I'm gonna choose that time to look at the man directly and get his eye contact, hop off his shoulder, and then turn into Boris.
Wait, you were on someone's shoulder?
I was on his shoulder.
You're on his shoulder. Okay.
Yeah, so then I gave the leader. Yeah, I gave Lavash. Made sure I got eye contact and then leapt off the shoulder and turned into me.
So all 4 of the men that see this happen that are not currently lashed to a pole start at this and begin to draw their weapons. But then then they settle down when you don't immediately attack.
Forgive my companion. He merely chose a more expeditious form to ensure your daughter's safety. He did not mean any offense.
I do not wish any harm to come to children.
Good. I must extend my utmost gratitude, but bring this blue toad to me. I shall give you a reward.
We intend to see justice seen through its course. Indeed, he is on the way. While we wait for his arrival, as we said...
Are you doing some deceiving here, by the way?
No, they're legitimately on the way.
You haven't...
As far as he knows.
Yeah, I'm not trying to deceive. I might just be dumb.
Okay.
He does have less intelligence than I do.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I have intelligence, so... if we have a moment to speak before Bluto does arrive in our company, as one recently transported to this land against my will, I must confess I've heard talk of your knowledge and your wisdom, and potentially some insight you may have into leaving this realm, returning to my home. I must ask now if this is true, if you have any insight into an out from this shadowy sphere.
He says, everyone here make a wisdom insight check, please.
Someone do me.
I got a 14,
Maybe Mike.
and Mike got
I got a 17.
a 8.
Okay, so you two, you can tell that he thinks very hard for a moment about his next words. And he says, I have no way to get you out of here. We have our own methods. We had some potions that would allow you to traverse the fog, but they're not as potent as they could be.
Are you missing something that you had before?
They, I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. You can make another wisdom insight check.
24.
Ooh, 17.
24. You believe that he doesn't have any way for you to get out of this realm.
Classic.
That's what you read from him.
It's become a classic.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your
Said I could give some, but I can make no guarantees that they would work.
Do you know of a place called the Amber Temple?
No.
Do you know of someone who might know of a place called the Amber Temple? Do you know of a temple that might be called a different name than the Amber Temple, but
Temple
might
of
also
Amber.
be Amber?
Says I would not be the one to speak to about this.
We are hard set.
If you are you attempting to follow up on what was mentioned before about someone who might know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe they mentioned Dusk Elves.
Yes, you believe that it is perhaps the Dusk Elves that would know about this, and not the Vistani standing before you.
My good lord, we have heard speak of some Dusk Elves taking residence in this very encampment. Might we be introduced into their company? We have some questions for them.
Pathetic creatures. They tend to mind their own business, but the hovel that way, that's their leaders.
Thank you, my lord. Truly you are gracious, and we are glad to have reunited you with your kin. On on your leave, I will go now to secure the entrance of our compatriots to the encampment.
Good. I wish to see this blue doe brought before me.
Indeed. And I'm going to step out of the tent and head back towards the trail to meet up with Ezek and them. Are you coming with Boris or staying
You
there?
do
I'm
so.
gonna ask him what he said he would give us a reward. I want to know what he meant by that.
What do you ask him?
What reward do you seek to grant us for this deed?
We have our treasures. Do not patronize me.
I'm not. I just didn't expect any reward.
You have done a great deed. You have helped me. I'm not unwilling to reward this favor. And then the man behind him actually at this point says, Luvash, haven't they done enough? Your daughter is back. And he says, no, you're right. So, my daughter is a gift more precious than any, so you deserve to be rewarded. Come. And he begins to lead you out of the tent. Do you follow?
Yeah. Mike, you following? Yeah, Mike's following me.
He brings you to one of the wagons
Mm-hmm.
that is encircling this tent. And the other man follows close behind him. And you see two iron padlocks securing the door of a barrel-topped wagon. Luvash carries Luvash pulls out a key, and the other man pulls out another key. And they each place one in one of the locks and turn, and they take off the two locks. And they open the door in the back, and there are a number of riches inside that you can see. There is a wooden chest currently open. Appears to contain a large number of electrum pieces, each coin stamped with the profile visit of Strahd. There is an iron chest containing a large amount of gold, though not as many pieces as the electrum that you saw otherwise. There's an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree. It's currently closed.
Fancy.
There's also a potion of some sort next to it.
I'm gonna cast
Closer.
Detect Magic.
An unlabeled crystal vial. You cast Detect Magic, they don't stop you. You detect no magic from any of these things.
Okay.
There's a wooden throne with gold inlay and decorative stones. There is a rolled up large rug of some sort. And then there's a small wooden box. And he says, you may take any one of these treasures.
What
So
are
I'll
they?
go through again. There is a wooden chest containing many electrum pieces. An iron chest containing less gold pieces. There's a jewelry box. A throne. A rug. And a small wooden box.
And there's no magic.
None of it is magic. A lot of it appears extremely valuable.
Are they carrying any magic?
Are they carrying any magic? No.
Is there any magic within 30 feet of me?
No, actually.
Okay.
Well, besides.
I left the tent.
Besides the
That's
obvious.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked him, I'm like, what? I don't know what any of this, what's in the chest. Do I just have to blind pick?
You can make an intelligence check.
Nine.
9.
9.
So looking here, you get the sense that these objects are going to be primarily valued for their gold value. And trying to think, if you're just trying to think about what is worth the most gold, looking around, it's at least very clear to you that the electrum pieces are worth much more than the gold pieces in the other chest. Because electrum is worth more, is it? No, it's not. It's actually
Worth half.
It's half.
Half gold, yeah.
Do you think those ones are about the same? And the throne looks very impressive to you, but also very unwieldy. You think that might be worth more than the rest. You can also see what the rug looks like if you want, but you would have to like unroll it. They would let you.
We could have a throne.
I'm not there.
Or we could have
says
a lot
you're-
of useless
He says you're
money.
free to
We'd
inspect
have a
them.
throne.
Okay.
And he kind of smiles and he keeps a hand close to his weapon.
Lords, dude.
Okay. All right. Sure. And I'll inspect the rug and look in the chests.
Okay, so the two of the chests just have a shit ton of gold pieces. There is the jewelry box. You can open that up.
Uh-huh.
It looks like there's 6 pieces of actually fairly cheap jewelry.
Are there any diamonds worth 250 gold in this chest?
No, there's
I'm
not.
I'm not even there. I can't.
There's
even
no
see
diamonds.
this. Okay, good.
Now, do you want to unroll the rug and look at it?
Yeah.
It has an exquisite unicorn motif,
Ooh.
and in fact, you think that if anything, this rug is the most valuable of them all.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
More valuable than the throne?
You think it's about as valuable as the throne, and it's a rug.
You could just roll that out whenever we make an entrance.
Is it red with a unicorn motif?
All right. What's in the other boxes, like the wooden box? And the...
There's a small wooden box. Each one appears to contain some sort of looks like an elixir, almost like a magic potion. But you have detect magic on, right?
Yeah.
There's no magic coming from these.
So they're non-magical potions.
It looks like they're not magical. Yeah. And if you're looking at those, he says, "Oh yes, those are the ones that let you out." But I don't think they work like they used to.
You fucking walk out and you just die. That's all that happens. You can't walk out of here. You can't walk out of this place.
Probably not.
I left the tent too early.
Is that the one you want? I mean, you're free to take that.
No. Was there anything else? Any other containers that I forgot to?
No, the chests were open. There was just that.
Like the choice of monetary compensation up to like the forest turtle.
The least monetary the person that
I mean,
saves the
so
least
I mean,
amount of money.
he's offering you one of these treasures, and if I can just give an official recommendation, just totally go for the rug.
That's what I was thinking.
It's got a unicorn on it, so
I look at all.
It is
the
a 10-foot square rug.
different-
It is fantastic.
I look
I
at,
don't know how you intend to preserve it inside.
I look at all of the different things.
more easily than a throne.
I look at all the different things in all of my different options, and I reach in. I pull out of my shell the unicorn horn from the one we slaved, and I look at the rug, and I'm like, must be meant to be. I take the rug.
You have the unicorn horn, that's right.
I put the horn away.
God damn it. God damn it.
When you just like throw it over your shoulder, you just roll it up, throw it over your shoulder.
Yeah,
Probably sits pretty comfortably on the back, just bends over slightly.
bends over
Yeah,
on my
and they
on my shell.
and they quickly close the door and lock the wagon, and this is what the guy looks like, by the way.
Which one?
This is the main one that you've been talking to.
Ooh.
This
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
And that's the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
No nonsense
They-
kind
they
of.
look
This
like
is
they're
the
in
one that's
charge.
like reasonable.
Yes,
He doesn't look reasonable at all.
They're not Vistani?
it's all relative. They are Vistani.
Oh, okay.
They look.
Oh, they have olive skin, not gray skin.
Okay.
Yes, they stop.
Well, thanks. That's cool.
Because I cannot repay what you have done. I hope this is some small compensation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what
I'm sure you can tell my daughter is destined for great things.
She's definitely destined for adventure, that's for sure.
Something special about her, isn't there?
Yeah.
He seems to be quite a proud father.
She can get away from anybody. It's really a talent.
Real good at getting captured by fishermen.
Um,
At this point, have I reconnoitered with the caravan?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm going to.
is it like midday? What time is it?
I'm going to let Fenris and Farda know that
It's around midday at this point.
Lavash is eagerly awaiting us. I have cleared us for arrival, and Bluto's probably going to get not as warm a welcome.
We shouldn't take him then. He should be returned to Valaki.
Oh, about that. I already told him that we had him with us. He really wants to see him and kill him, I imagine. My bad.
But he's been controlled. I think
Well,
I think so.
as things stand now,
he's pretty catatonic.
Lavash is pretty mad. And
Of course he is. His dog.
All right, and also, and a quick thing in the other one. It's around that time as you're going out of there that the other man says, "Lubash, can I untie Alexei now?" And Lubash is like, "No." He hasn't learned his lesson.
oh god.
I wrote down for the Bosch that he's a harsh man.
That is what was attempted.
What
to
if
be
we
yes.
say that he ran away and got lost?
Pluto?
Yeah.
I feel like
Or
we're
I mean,
bad
I have an
messages
idea,
at
but
this
I'm
point.
like the DM, so I don't want to throw it out there.
Yeah,
It's totally up
please
to you.
don't.
Yeah.
That's not true. You love throwing out ideas.
I mean, you could just not go back. Is an option.
I'm
We gotta talk to the Dusk Elves though.
Oh, yeah, you
I-
do.
that
That's,
was my next thing.
that's a good point.
That was
Well,
my
we
next
kind of
thing.
overplayed our
That's
hand.
literally
I-
like what we're here for.
I shouldn't
is,
say
like, talk to
anything.
Dusk Elves.
Yep.
How important is Bluto? I mean, it seems like he
Erwin
did kidnap a little girl.
The Martikovs have been looking for him. He's a regular there.
I don't think that he's a bad person.
I don't think so either.
He looks catatonic now. Look at him.
Do you think he was
Look
out
at
of
the
his
cat
right
legs.
mind when he captured and kept this young girl for 2 weeks?
Don't
Based on what I've learned here in this land about who can be controlled and the things that they can do, I don't think that he had any say in his mind.
In all
Perhaps we can
honesty-
try and make that case to Lavash. But
In all honesty, I don't think he ever had his right mind.
Hey, just because you don't have a soul doesn't mean you don't have a mind.
this land seems to be one to incur hard decisions and force you to barter in exchange to get what you need. I think that we need to weigh our needs against the life of this man, whether he is a regular in a tavern that we know or a kidnapper.
He needs to stand trial, and he needs to be judged, and maybe a cleric to
If we
see.
take him back to Valaki and explain that he kidnapped a girl, what do you think the burgomaster is going to do? A man laughed and he tried to kill him.
That sounds like a similar.
I don't even want to go back, and I just glance over at Ezek.
So no matter what, this man is doomed to death.
The way I see it, this land dooms many more innocent to death than he. And he has kept an important young girl away from her powerful father for far longer than any should.
How powerful is he really? He's locked out of the largest town here.
Well, I mean, once you're in his encampment, his power becomes much more relative. Regardless, I think our choices now must be made swiftly, and our options are somewhat limited. We need court these Dusk Elves, and Lavash is expecting his prize.
I'm gonna ask Lavash
It's not right.
to point me in the direction of the Dusk Elves.
Says, yes, of course. And he points you towards a hovel around the
No right
edge.
to
So there's a number of small homes. So it's basically a series of small homes, and then inside that is the wagons, and then inside that is the tent. And he points you towards
Like a turducken?
like it.
yes, exactly.
Like
And-
inside?
No, not inside.
It's,
That's
it's,
why I was
No,
asking.
just like there's a ring of houses,
Okay.
and then like
You really need a small whiteboard for all.
I do
these
need a
things.
small. Here, this is. It looks like this, by the way.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, perfect. We have
That's what it
a
looks
map
like.
of the camp.
That's
And he points you to this house here.
Okay.
Oh, the decrepit one. Okay.
Right.
There we have a map. We can
And
see.
standing quietly in front of the house, bathed in the warm light of its lanterns, are 3 sullen, gray-cloaked figures.
Are there any animals around?
There are horses.
They have lanterns.
They have
on
horses.
during the
Are there any small animals around?
because it's that gray.
It's
black
pretty gray.
here.
Not within
God
30
damn
feet,
it.
if that's...
That's how
30
far.
feet is not very far.
No, it's not.
Lanterns are on 24/7.
But I still have sight beyond that, so I could walk over to 30 feet from the animal. Just asking.
I mean, you can find a... If you insist, you can find a squirrel.
Okay. I'm gonna say to the squirrel, ready to meet with the dusk elves. Is Lavash with me, or I'm by myself?
You can be by yourself. There's Vistani around, kind of keeping an eye on you, and then the people standing in front of the house have their attention on you, but Lubash is not around.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get down to the squirrel and like kind of try and say to it without anybody overhearing me.
Be cool.
Be cool, squirrel. Be cool. I'm gonna say, ready to talk with the dusk elves. Lavash seems placated, and he gave me a rug.
And you gave me a
Are
rock.
you just
And I'm gonna have the squirrel go and repeat that to you guys.
okay?
So
I thought you were
we can get
just
the
telling the
information.
squirrel. The squirrel's like, chill.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you
Animal
guys.
messenger.
Yeah.
Telling you guys through the squirrel.
Yes, and very quickly the squirrel runs. And
Leaving from trees.
does it go to a specific person? I think you
Oh,
specified.
I sent a lip.
Lip. A squirrel appears
As we were talking.
and hops upon your shoulder and it opens its mouth, and you hear
You hear Boris's voice.
And the ear.
say,
Ready to talk to the Dusk Elves. Lavash seems placated for now, and he gave me a rug.
Just this confused and baffled look.
He gave me a rug.
Do you need to make an intelligence check to understand what just happened?
I mean,
I think we kind
I'm
of
just in shock for a second here, and then like,
Wait,
my
so
magic is weird.
So wait, if he's still in to talk to the Dusk Elves, why don't we just chill here for a minute, and then when we're done, we'll just like fucking leave.
Perhaps that is best if we delay Bluto's fate for the moment.
We'll think of something later.
Do we
Mike is with me.
trust Boris to extract information from the Dusk Elves, or should I go and also try and use some social skills here?
I wouldn't be against
Charms
it
of yours.
if you're able to go back.
I'm stuck.
I should see this fellow back to his sender, and I kind of look at the squirrel uncomfortably and like nod at everyone and take my leave back into the camp, and I'm gonna go find Boris and the Dusk.
and at this point it's pretty clear that Izek and the guards are only quoting you. You are their...
Yeah, I assumed it was just kind of staying close.
I'm sorry to put you in that position.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out, but
Yes.
it makes
Did it
sense.
to yourself.
Yes. I
You
lit the thing
did
on
it to
fire.
yourself.
He was being a fine child.
I'm gonna say that Fenris and Pardon and Ezek, perhaps it's best if you stay just beyond the camp's borders for now. We will return with word soon. Either I or possibly some other strange forest animal. And I'm gonna take my leave. Does the squirrel return, or is it just?
That's it.
No, it just kind of
does its
disperses.
job and then
Yeah.
it's back to being.
And looks confused for a
squirrel.
moment, and then runs the fuck away. Oh yeah, I guess that would make
No,
sense.
it's
What?
I'm a druid, man.
Does it
I
run
mean,
just
totally
back to
So
the
it's,
woods?
He
so it's a
understands.
squirrel.
Is the squirrel leading me back to you, or do I need to find my own
Wait,
way?
this is hold on, this is important.
Okay, question. Does the squirrel just go back into the woods?
Yeah, it just goes back to
I
hanging
might
out.
just like think that you're in the woods and
Oh
follow it that
no.
way. Probably not. I would probably go into the camp. I am pretty dumb, but not that.
It might go back to where it was because squirrels want their
They got
nuts.
important business. Yeah.
If you're standing outside, you're a giant turtle.
I feel like once it delivers the message, the spell ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once the spell ends, it's a squirrel
On my shoulder.
on your shoulder in the middle of it, and it sort of freaks out. And then, as soon as it finishes talking, it
Yeah.
scrambles away.
And I'm like, good thing Debbie's not here. She would have enjoyed that. Anyway, magic. I'm gonna stride back into the camp and start looking around for Boris. Like, Vistani, Tor? Oh, no, Vistani.
Giant turtle?
Turtle? No.
Pretty easy to see me.
Yeah.
We stick out like a sore thumb.
I'm gonna make
As
my
a
way to
general
Boris.
rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, and you see him approaching a certain home,
I would have been waiting for him.
waiting for him.
Yeah, my message wasn't well communicated, but it was definitely intended to bring him to me.
Yeah, cool.
So you haven't approached the home quite yet. You're just kind of hanging out
For the record,
on the hill.
the animal messenger spell does not specify in any way, shape, or form what happens after the spell ends.
Yeah,
It does not specify.
Yeah, so it's a squirrel.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does not specify. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come and be like, I received your missive.
I'll see.
That was strange. I see you found the Dusk Elves
Yes, indeed.
and a rug. That seems an odd
He has a
reward.
very large
Show
rug.
you the super massive, like I'm like hugging it, like I just pulled it out of Lowe's, you know?
Is this a rug of flying? Or
Could be.
perhaps of eggs? Did you like check that it wasn't magic? You're just bullshitting.
Inside roll. No?
I'm not. I believe you. Apparently, I'm just like,
It could be, I don't know.
oh my god, our troubles are over.
We can fly.
It's at least
We'll
one.
fly right into Strahd Castle.
You can,
Perhaps after we
800 pounds.
glean the location of the Ember Temple, we can fly there on this
It's,
rug.
it's at least really pretty. It's got a unicorn on it.
That's a huge difference between flying and being free.
I said could be. I didn't say if it wasn't.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
Let us
Yeah.
see what we can learn
All right.
from these ashy skinned fellows.
Let's go.
So you
Whoa.
You-
Take offense
whoa.
to that.
so it's the two of you,
Yes.
and you are approaching the hovel. You hear hail from a hooded figure.
Yeah. Yes. Hail. I'm Boris.
I go by Lippincott.
Can we help you? Well met.
Yeah. Well met.
Well met.
Does their like tent? Is it a tent?
It's a no. So it's a house.
Oh, okay.
It's a hovel. It's a little bit run
Does it
down
look
on
like
the outside.
it's more run down than the other ones?
Really should have kept some.
No, actually, all of the ones all around the outside seem fairly run down.
Okay.
Now, there's one that steps forward, and you see black flowing hair coming out from the cowl,
Yeah.
and it catches the light as he steps forward. And you've seen Rahadin before, yes?
Oh,
Did you
shit.
did you look upon him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah, we saw
the
him when
lieutenant
he-
of.
We saw him when he.
But you've seen him with your eyes before.
I think so.
For a moment, you think it's him, but then you realize
Yeah,
that.
because I was right in front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't remember.
Yeah.
So you realize that it is one of his kind.
Okay.
You know, oh, this is a dusk elf.
Yeah. Hey. I think I need to speak with you.
Me?
I'm Boris.
We already introduced ourselves.
Not to this guy. He just walked out.
He reaches out and goes to shake your hand. He's like, "Are you here for Casimir?"
Who's Casimir?
He gestures back towards the home.
Out of character. Who's Casimir? Do I know Casimir?
You haven't heard of him.
I could be. You never know with destiny.
We follow a path long and winding, and it has led us to you in search of information.
But he's the one you'll want to speak to. Please,
Wonderful.
inside. And
All
he
right.
Thank you, good man.
Gestures. The people part. They seem to not think that you have hostile intentions.
I'm just so charming.
You enter this small home, and there's actually a decorated vestibule and what looks like a comfortable room beyond with a fireplace. There are wooden statuettes in cubbyholes along one wall. The two of you can make an intelligence religion check.
6.
They're elvish. They're elvish
I'm
something.
half elf. I know what that is.
And then along the other wall is a large tapestry of a forest. It's pretty pretty.
It's pretty.
Yes. And sitting in the room beyond that has the fireplace in it, there's what looks like a sturdy wooden writing desk, and behind that desk, with what appears to be like a journal in front of him, is another dusk elf. And he looks up at you and he says, "Well, can I help you?"
Yeah. Are you? Damn, I can't believe I forgot his name.
Casimir.
Casimir. Are you Casimir?
One and only.
Ah, Casimir. My name is Boris.
My name's it.
Where did my
We
pencil
come seeking
go?
counsel.
This is my pencil.
Our path has been long and involved many steps, the details of which we will not trouble you with.
And as you speak, you notice that his face is somewhat mutilated. He has a large scar on his face. And you, being a half-elf, you kind of instinctively look to his ears. And it's hard to see because he's actually wearing a cowl inside. But you catch a glimpse and you see that his ears are missing. He does not have any.
Ooh.
As if they had been cut off.
Oof.
We seek the Amber Temple.
His eyes go wide go wide instantly and focus upon you. I'm sorry?
The Ember Temple. We are seeking it and have heard that you and your great wisdom may have knowledge that can lead us on the correct path. Is this true?
I don't know where you have heard such a thing.
We've met many.
For what do you seek this temple?
I merely seek to return to my homeland. I have been here for a number of days, and having found many friendly personages such as yourself, I still cannot say that I wish to remain indefinitely. I believe my escape back to my rightful place of being starts with the Ember Temple. Surely you would not deny sanctum to an honest traveler.
He looks to you.
We have the same goal.
How did you get here?
Through mist and fog.
A nightmare in which I awoke surrounded by unfamiliar trees, taken against my will.
And how do you intend to get out?
That is the question I have been asking myself all these many days and nights. The question which directs my compass towards this temple we asked you of. Answers aren't clear as the mist.
I want to judge his interest, and I want to see if he seems to be like intrigued, excited, or like
You may
super
absolutely
cautious.
make a wisdom insight check.
18.
18. He is speaking extremely cautiously, and he's examining both of you extremely carefully, intensely judging you.
I'm gonna look around the room. Is there like tea or anything like that? Like, is there like some sort of like, I don't know, like,
Refreshments.
yeah, not just like refreshments, but like, I want to just like sit down like at a table and like,
Get comfy.
yeah, get like comfortable with each other and just like, you know, like exchange sake cups or like, you know, like drink tea like together, like ceremonially, like
There is a table off to the side. It has 4 chairs around it, circular wooden table, and on it is. Do they have tea here? I guess we have to establish that. What do they have?
I mean, you can make tea out of almost anything.
That's
so
true.
yes.
Yeah, it's true. You can eat herbal tea.
What you see on the table is a small bit of halfling leaf. And a small pipe.
Good
job.
A small
Garrett's
pipe.
Garrett's
Well,
reach is
That's
far.
what
and
you
wide.
see.
Well,
I mean, obviously, we come in and you don't know us from anywhere, so, and we don't know you either. And this is a dangerous land that we find ourselves in. Perhaps
That's
we
for
can
certain.
get to know each other a little better over some halfling leaf and see if we can help each other out.
Indeed. Assistance in this land comes scarcely, and we would love to make ourselves party to any needs or desires that you have in exchange for information. It is lonesome in these woods, and allies are as valuable as gold.
Because you opened, Boris, make a charisma persuasion check with advantage.
Definitely should have been you.
Ooh, nice.
Doesn't matter.
Killed it.
21.
21.
Natural 20.
20.
Very nice. This is a crucial roll, so it feels like.
Well, I also have 2.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
He says, you are welcome to partake. I do not.
Fine, but I
But
won't
I-
inhale.
But
I will inhale. Yeah.
But perhaps there are words we may exchange. Sit.
Okay, alright.
Thank you, good sir.
You also know the farmer. Know the happening.
Yeah.
He stands and he kind of looks out the outside and he slowly lowers his cowl, and
He
it's
doesn't.
very clear he is mutilated. His face has been, or his ears have been cut off, but he still carries sort of like purpose to him, and he just stands over the table as he looks down on you two. Less so down on you because you're quite large.
Yeah.
You can look down.
I'm not that
for
tall.
sure.
I'm just big.
You're just big.
Yeah,
You're wide.
I'm like
Wide, yeah.
5'5". Like I'm just like 500
Very
pounds. Like
THICC.
4 feet wide.
He collects himself for a
Big boy.
moment and he says, "What business do you have with this temple of which you speak?"
Rumors are all that have found their way to our ears so far, and the path out of this place is uncertain as the mist that shrouds it. Yet we have heard of powerful artifacts within the temple that may grant one the ability to leave this place. And believe me, having come here with no knowledge and no reason to bring violence or hate, I wish no enemies but merely safe passage back to my homeland by the means of said artifacts. And so the depths of this temple I wish to explore.
So you seek not knowledge but power.
knowledge is power. In this case,
Indeed.
we seek knowledge.
A power not over others, but a power over my own path, my own destiny, that has been taken from me.
Yes. We seek a tome. Perhaps you know of the tome we seek. Perhaps you don't.
He says, "The place of great darkness, and to escape would be to make yourself an enemy of Strahd. You consider yourself such a being?"
In my short time here, I have unfortunately come to consider Strahd an enemy of myself, although I cannot honestly say I wished the opposite. My only grievances against this dark lord of this land are having seen him strike down a member of my shortly gained adventuring party with no warning, no sign, no reason of what we had transgressed, and Call me a fool if I wish to escape such a dark land where a Dark Lord may appear out of nowhere and bring death upon those who do not deserve it. Making an enemy of such a lord is a price I am willing to pay if it means I can escape and return to the lands I call home.
What is your stance in regard to this being?
What is yours?
I asked you first.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
I've been here longer.
You've been here longer. Is that his work and not towards his scars?
History is a powerful thing, is it not?
It is indeed.
He has a deep sigh as he regards the two of you, and he says, I had a sister once. She was powerful. He sought her. And my people denied him her. He was angry, and so he struck a curse upon my people. At this point, make an intelligence check, both of you.
16.
19.
Both of you realize the elves outside here, they were all adult males. You come on this one, and you realize you so far have not seen any women or children among the Dusk Elves.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Great vengeance.
And he says, I hear her calling to me even still.
I know what it is to have an innocent taken causelessly, without power to defend or reclaim. It is a curse I would wish upon no one. Having lived through such a thing, I find my path altered from its original course and myself given another chance to bring light, to save those who are sought by darkness. I come here asking you only for the power to do that, in this land or another. I believe that the Amber Temple holds a key to begin to dispel darkness, if not for myself, then for others. For those, maybe like your sister.
He looks upon you both and he says, I have knowledge, but not power. My sister has not escaped, even in death. She calls to me still. He has her. In the temple, I believe, is the key to bring her back. I believe that we can all assist each other in this. My position is a lonely one.
Is he being truthful about all this?
Make a wisdom insight check.
Like to as well.
You may as well.
16.
19.
Appears to be telling the truth as far as you can tell.
Okay.
And he says, her spirit is trapped by him even now. If I can return her to flesh and blood, I can end her torment. I believe we can assist each other in this matter. As I said, I've had knowledge, but not power.
Funnily enough, my path has been one much led by violence and blindness, devoid of knowledge, but I have found myself cast into power. And for long I sought meaning. I think now I have found my path. I would gladly grant the power given to me to whatever cause may bring light to this darkness.
You seem to have what each other need. And it is not just us.
I was about to ask.
Strong companions have we. Though I've known them a short time, they have shown themselves as true harbingers of the light, willing to defend those in need, willing to return the innocent to their families, willing to do what is right. I have known them a short time, but I would bet upon their willingness to ally their power to your knowledge, to release the suffering of those captured by the demon Strahd.
There are 6 of us.
A noble bunch.
We are the noble trap lords.
Damn.
Cue syncopated hi-hats.
Thanks, Sean.
9 months we've been running this campaign.
And yeah.
The noble trap lords.
Hey, the fucking trap lord.
Smash head against table.
Yeah.
In tune with the beat.
Yeah.
Says, I can make no guarantee of any of your safety. The journey will be a difficult one.
Lip chuckles and is going to pack some of the long bottom leaf into the bowl.
Yeah.
And kind of like leaning his chair back, he's going to light it and say, "This sounds like no different from every other bleak dawn I have seen in this place. A dangerous path indeed, and I welcome it." He's going to take a long drag and then pass it to Boris.
Boris is going to nod and say, "Many a beast have we slain in this land. Many a beyond beast, corrupted." And then he's going to take a drag.
As an aside, could I have disseminated good berries amongst the guards to spread goodwill amongst
Yes.
the guards?
Yes.
Thank you. I will mark off the spell slot.
There we go.
I
Mark off the
fed
spell slot
everyone for the
and-
whole day. And I have 4 remaining. There were 12 guards plus Ezek, yes?
Yes.
I have 4 remaining.
So you give one to everyone?
Yeah, he did.
Do you attempt to give one to Ethan?
Everyone, anyone who wants it. I offer to anyone who wants it. This will feed you for the
And
day.
Ezek beheads you. No.
I hate berries.
He cuts you in half, as he likes to do. No, and...
Can I get an initiative roll?
no.
No? Alright.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bring in your wizard. It's
Back to this guy.
Okay, so Casimir says, I failed my sister once. I waited long for atonement. I hope that we all find what we seek there. And I think that's where we will call it for the night.
That's what I figured. That's why. Can I get this out of the way before we do this?
Excellent.
Nice, cousin.
Not exactly. Yeah, I
We're
wasn't
gonna learn
really prepared for anything.
where the amber.
But cool to see where this is leading. Yeah, great job.
Like we now actually have a path.
Getting to use my charisma score.
Yeah.